poppin'? We
What
are
up, man?
here at Space 67 Studios for episode
76 Space.
149 of Zez Says. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I'm
you.
good.
Yeah, you good, bro? Come on, that's what I do, man.
Perfect. It is Zez. It is go. We've had him on before, but never on camera, I don't think, right? First time?
Nah.
Chris.
in the
You want to
crib
go by
last
Chris?
time.
Do you have anything else you want to go by?
Yeah, we
Cwaveyy?
go by Chris. Chris is cool.
Yeah?
You know what you can go by,
Dante
too?
He told you Cwaveyy is my last name.
No, I had to ask, no, because I knew it wasn't, so I had to ask him what your actual last name is. Because for the
Right.
longest time on my phone, you know what I had you ask?
What?
Chris in parentheses, Dante's friend. And I'm like, that's not Dante's friend no
That's
more.
what's
That's
up.
my friend.
Right.
And I have too many Chris's in my phone, so I need your last name. So
I
there we go.
graduated.
Oh my God, Ralph, I'm Mike, but behind camera. What's going on?
You know how it is. Man behind the curtain,
Yeah.
as always.
Everybody ready?
Yes,
Listen, we got
sir.
a lot of stuff to get to, but I'm gonna hit y'all with a random question. You locked in?
Locked in, twin.
Here we go. If you could curse somebody with a minor inconvenience for the rest of your life, so as long as you're alive,
Yeah.
they're cursed with this inconvenience, what would it be?
The inconvenience, not the person?
So you're cursing this person with an
Oh.
inconvenience, and they're stuck with it until you're dead.
I gotta say what person?
No. Nah, I would just say if you have a person in mind,
Oh, okay.
My
without
mom.
names, up to you. I don't give a
Type
shit.
shit.
My
But
mom.
You
No, I'm just
mean?
kidding. I'm just
but
kidding.
what would the inconvenience be?
Inconvenience?
If anybody's got one off,
I got
go
one.
for it. You got one?
Yeah, I do. And the inconvenience will be constant swamp ass.
Damn.
Oh,
I already got that.
Huh?
bruh. He said I already got that. Nasty.
That shit is the worst, man.
Constant swamp ass. Okay.
Yeah.
Other thoughts? Other ones?
I'd probably say traffic every time they leave the crib.
Oh,
Is that minor,
every
though?
time they leave the crib?
Is that minor?
Every time.
I'm-
I don't
Yeah,
know.
is
I'm
that mine? Is a
crashing.
good question.
I'm crashing.
I'm wilding.
No, I mean,
No,
no. I mean,
do
that's a
whatever you
good one,
want,
but like
but-
to me, that's not minor. Like I'm crashing.
Like think about it.
that.
Every single and I like it, but every single time though, like no matter what the time of the day is.
That was like the least evil thing I could think of. So.
Come on, think about it. Get evil. You got anything?
I think I got one. Every time you sit down, you rip your pants.
Oh man.
Nah, every time they bring food home, somebody eats it out the fridge.
Oh,
they could get back to it.
Damn.
Yeah, you looking forward to it. You go back to
Yeah.
the fridge. That shit's
Every
gone.
time.
Yeah, I think the rip the pants one.
Rip
Because it's
pants.
like you really gotta strategically know when you're about to sit down. Like you can't just sit down on no regular shit. Like
I mean, but it doesn't matter where you sit down because every time you sit down, it happens, right? Oh.
So every time you sit down?
every time you sit down.
Sheesh.
So like in and out the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ever shit yourself before?
Yo.
My fault.
Have you said this on pod?
Yeah. On the other pod.
Oh, he said that on the pod that died 6 to 1.
Yeah, man, that was a fun time.
That was
man.
hilarious. He
was
did
a
say
fun
that. Y'all
time.
heard that? You want to tell that story?
I could tell it real quick. So pretty embarrassing moment when I was in like 7th grade. 7th grade, my stomach was hurting, man. I'm usually pretty good at holding that shit in. I was like, yo, nah, I gotta go. So it was like second period or whatever. I got up, walked out. You know, when it's about to come, you squeeze.
Yeah.
I squeezed and something hit my box. And I was like, word.
Yeah. That's that one.
So I was
That's
like,
that one.
fuck. So I hurried up. I rushed to the bathroom.
That turtle head was out.
So yeah, went to the bathroom, whatever, do what I do. Left my boxers in the stall.
Wait, at school? I forgot this part.
Nah, what's up?
No. He said,
Commando at school? Commando at school is crazy.
Jeans, bro. Dick and balls and jeans.
Oh,
nothing else, man.
damn.
And then,
It was skinny jeans.
nah, it was like
Nah,
nah,
don't cap, don't
not
cap.
yet. Nah, it was not. It wasn't that time yet. It was like 2000.
He old.
Yeah, so I was in middle school a while ago. So it wasn't really. It was like right before that. Oh yeah, people started coming in because the bell rang. I said, "Fuck!" So I walked outside. And I was like, "Damn, who the hell?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play it off. Like, who the fuck did that? I I'm spraying Axe or some shit like
But
that.
in the stall?
No, in the bathroom. Everybody's spraying their
Oh,
Axe.
just in general.
Yeah, because like, that shit, I let it, you know what I'm saying?
He's walking in the bathroom. Yo, who the hell smell
Yeah, I
like
was like-
shit? You remember when they used to do that?
Yeah, that shit-
You be in the stall.
I can't lie, that was my
You
go-to.
be like, "Yo, somebody
Right.
here
My
taking a
go-to.
shit.
I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, so what do you call that? So then there was a so yeah, I waited till everybody cleared the bathroom. I'm sitting here trying not to fucking cry and shit. I'm like, fuck. So I walked out and I thank God I seen the teacher's aide. And I knew her and I was like, yo, listen,
You told her?
I was like, bro, listen, man, my stomach, I gotta go. Like, so she took me to the nurse's office. I left my backpack, everything. I
Yeah,
left
I don't even
everything.
need that shit.
Nah, bro, because it's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
So then I thought nobody saw me. So I thought it was good. I was gone for 2 days.
2 days? What
Yeah.
happened for 2 days?
I was shitting my brains out for 2 days, man. I
What the
was
fuck
sick.
did you eat?
I don't know. I just was sick. So then I came back to school. That shit spread like a wildfire. I don't know how the fuck.
Teacher's aide said it.
Yeah, teacher's aide said
probably.
Yeah.
Nah, but she was such
Cop
a
out.
sweet lady. I hope she didn't. I really
said
hope
she
so.
said
She probably told another teacher.
She probably,
Oh,
matter of fact,
yeah,
she
yeah.
probably told your teacher,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
your
yeah.
teacher was like, "Oh, like Anthony's not here because like his stomach hurt," and then
Yeah,
niggas
they
was
put
like,
two and two together.
"Yeah," niggas was like, "Oh, it was him."
Yeah. So
We did see some.
Yeah.
We saw some shit in the stall. the
yo,
other day.
you know what's funny? I went to a different high school than all of them too, right? So it's not gonna follow me no more, right?
Oh God.
Man, there was two girls that did go to my middle school, and we were sitting in. I'll never forget in bio, or some science class, and she was like, "Yo, you like pee yourself or something like that in middle school?"
Like,
I
why
was
would she even just say that?
Bro,
Like,
I started sweating, bro. Like you said, like, dead ass, man. Like everything is hot. My head is spinning. I don't know what's going on. I just denied it. I'm like, I'm meeting now. I don't know what you're talking about. And like, yo, I went home like, yo, this shit followed me here.
that's crazy.
None of these fucking people know
You're not.
me.
You're not
Wait,
safe.
where'd you go to middle school?
Clunan,
Oh, in your district. I mean, you went to AIT for high school.
watch your mouth.
What's wrong with AIT?
Watch your
Stay
mouth,
right.
You went to
Yeah,
St.
we
Bri-
just
oh,
talked
so
about
that's not
it.
even the same
Ain't nothing wrong with
district.
AIT.
Huh?
I went to AIT.
It's a lot of wrong with going to AIT.
A lot of crazy shit happened at Stanford AIT.
It's just fights. That's all.
Just fights.
Fights and pregnancies. That's it.
That's high school. Shit happened at ours.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
Yeah,
think
that's
when
it.
I was younger, I probably did, but there was one time that was real.
I shit
bad.
myself 6 months
High
ago. What the
school.
fuck am I talking about?
My grandma gave the whole family food poisoning.
On purpose?
No, by accident.
Oh.
She left some meat out. Pause.
Oh,
The whole family ate it. She had everybody
Oh.
stressed. My one uncle was telling us a story how because he was working at the airport, and the only other
Oh,
bathroom was like
no.
across the whole median.
I was shitting the plant.
What? And then me, I was on 4th floor at prep, and like that 4th floor, there's only really one bathroom. But like if you're gonna go take a shit, you gotta go to the certain one. I let that 4th floor have it.
Is that when you knew grandma was washed?
Hmm?
Is that when you knew grandma was washed?
Yeah,
She was washed.
grandma was finished after that.
Like, how do you tell your grandparent like it's time to hang it up?
Actually, COVID made me hang up grandma.
Oh, you stopped going? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
I wasn't about to be the one to get grandma sick.
That's true. Yeah,
Crazy.
That's
Before we
true.
move on, a few that I did see, because I saw this from a post online, so I thought the shit was funny with the question. Every time you go to the store, you always forget one item.
It's
So,
pain.
Login passwords never work, and they have to reset them every time they log in. But when they put in the password, it says can't be the same as the last.
That should be me with fast food.
oh, speaking of fast food, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, fast food used to be. I used to reset that shit every time.
Every time.
You get a cramp every time you lay down or start to fall asleep.
That's fucked up.
That's not minor.
That's bodily injury. That hurts.
This one was nasty. Their finger breaks through the toilet paper every time they wipe.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
come
worst.
on.
That's fucked up. I've been doing it before too.
The bottom of their foot would itch immediately after they finished lacing up their shoes.
That's what's up.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Right?
Especially if you got a certain shoe on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Last one, always stubbing your pinky toe on random furniture.
Damn.
That's not minor inconvenience either, man. Damn.
Nah, yeah, it's
I think
not.
you're gonna break.
Yeah, but I like the swamp ass though. That's a good one.
That was pretty good.
I do have something real quick that's not on the thing, and
Breaking the rules, bro.
on the outline. No, I just want to give you something. Where is
Oh.
it? There you go. All right. I found that this was posted on Instagram by the page Clutch Points. I don't know if you guys follow.
Yeah.
They posted this thing called Bad Stat Leaders. So I don't have like an exact number. It's just like they lead the league in this.
PJ Tucker.
Some are like not even official stats, but
PJ Tucker number 1.
who do you think leads the league in turnovers?
Turnovers?
Ja.
No,
Turnovers. Russell Westbrook.
no.
This
It
is
a
this
guard.
season?
It is a guard.
Russ is
this
close
season?
this year with the
No,
turnovers.
Trey Young.
Wow.
He's
Who do you think leads the league in missed shots?
missed shots?
Gotta be Brunson.
Jason Tatum.
No, no.
It's weird. Damn.
Missed shots. What the
Missed
fuck?
shots. Like, I don't know. Like,
James Harden.
DiVincenzo.
Ant. So right.
Damn,
there,
I was gonna
Ant.
say Ant, but like
Oh, I thought he. I thought he said
his 3-point numbers was way up this year. That's why I was
Yeah.
saying.
blocks against. So I believe this means like most blocked.
most blocked.
This is a funny
It's
stat.
Fred Van Vliet.
This is a funny
It's a
stat.
teammate.
Oh, for real? Oh shit! I don't know who's on the. Who the
You
fuck?
meant,
is
we
on
were
the-
talking about
Dylan
his,
Brooks.
we were talking about his name.
Is it
before the pod.
Jalen Green?
It's Jalen
It's
Green.
Jalen
This
Green.
nigga's so sneaky, bro. Oh my gosh.
He be getting his shit punched like that.
Um,
It doesn't give a number, right?
This no, Dan.
Ah,
no,
it's
no,
fucked up.
again, not all these like official stats. Who leads the league in most passes out of bounds?
Steph Curry.
That's got to be Russ.
Coos.
LeBron.
I like that. Yo, yeah, I like that.
I feel like he's gonna get it. Traveling violations.
Traveling?
I would lean towards Giannis, but I don't think it's Giannis. I honestly think it's probably a guard.
No, that's James Harden.
You say James Harden?
I'll go Luca.
Oh, Luka's a good one. That's a
Most
good
traveling violations.
One.
Hold
Rui
on, hold on.
Hachimura.
Nah, let me go guard. Let me go guard. Trying to think. Fuck. I'm trying to think of a guard.
And it's not Braun though.
It's not Braun.
Hmm.
That's all I can say.
Let me go Dame Lillard.
Teammate of Dame's, you had it at first. It is Giannis.
It really is Giannis? It felt like bait.
3-second
walking.
violations.
Rudy Gobert.
No, but it is a big.
Jonas Valanciunas.
No.
I feel like I'm hating on the Knicks, bro.
Who's a
It's
It's not a
big
Nick.
old-
It's not a Nick? Okay, because I was gonna
He kept
I was
going into
gonna
that
say
well.
Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he stinks.
Who's a
He
big
He didn't
old
play a
lazy
lot,
dude?
though.
He
Hartenstein.
didn't play a lot.
Hartenstein.
No.
Oh, Zubac.
No.
I was gonna say Zubac.
Jokic.
No. You guys are in
Fuck.
right conference.
Fuck.
You mentioned a teammate of his earlier.
Who's the Rockets big?
It's not on the Rockets.
Not a
It's
real-
Sengun
there's not a-
and,
that's not a real thing.
Steven Adams.
Yeah, Steven Adams.
You mentioned a teammate of this guy's. as
oh,
well,
Zach
so I
Edey.
guess it's Zach Edey.
that was a good one.
Stinky.
Stepping out of
Yeah.
bounds.
Steph.
No.
Derek
Luka.
White.
Derek White. No. Damn.
Kevin Durant.
No. LaMelo.
Man.
Goaltending violations.
LeBron.
No.
This one still feel like
I like
Miles,
that.
fucking Mitchell Robinson to me.
Right city. Right. Yeah. Well, not. Yeah.
Jason.
Right state.
Oh, Clax.
Yes.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
He be punching
That-
people's
now
shit.
that he say that, he be wildin'.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
He be
That should be
wildin'. He
honest.
wait till it's on the way down.
Boom.
Charges committed.
Charges committed. James Harden.
That's a wing.
I feel like it's a win.
Yeah, ish.
Luka.
Jaren Jackson.
No.
Hold on.
One of the Thompsons.
He plays multiple positions. He's on the bigger side.
Tobias Harris.
No.
Bam.
No.
He's a
Think
bigger
superstar.
side.
I feel like I can only
Superstar. He
Name
said
playoff teams
things-
right now.
All right. No, I'm not going to say that word because that
What?
one only is a small group for you. Star.
Is it Tatum or Brown?
No.
He said plays multiple positions, the bigger guy.
Draymond.
No.
What
It is a repeat offender.
A repeat offender.
Giannis.
Yes.
Multiple positions. What positions he play?
Power forward, center at times. you
That's
know.
it.
Yeah, multiple positions, I said.
That's a couple.
But he asked me if he played wing, and he's like kind of on the way. He plays a lot of wing style basketball, but he's a bigger guy. Leads the league in ejections. Hint: it's a 3-way tie. You don't have to give me all three. Just give me one. If you can give me one of the guys.
Dylon.
There's a repeat offender on this one.
Dylon.
There's a repeat offender on this one as well.
Luca.
No.
Well,
We
ejection.
haven't
you
had a
said?
Luca friend
Ant.
yet. No.
Ejections.
Isaiah Stewart got to be on there, right?
Stewie is one.
Yeah, fuck no. But
Clax?
who did
Clax is two.
No, Clax be wild. Hold on, somebody there was getting gone the other day.
Is it another repeat
Trey.
offender?
It's a guard that he suggested earlier for one that he was wrong on.
James Harden?
No.
The fuck did I say? I didn't say Trae Young, so no.
You said there was a stat about who got blocked the most, and you said
Fred
Van
VanVleet.
Fred Van Vliet.
Are you serious?
He be getting tossed.
hey, yo.
personal fouls.
I'm asking.
Personal fouls. I feel like this one's easy.
Personal fouls?
Who be hacking?
Carlos Newtown.
Draymond.
No, you said it earlier.
What?
Nigga be hacking.
Who you be hacking?
You do.
Oh my God.
Cat be getting hacked and not be getting calls. He,
He'll be getting hacked. He be flopping.
He do.
Steven Adams.
You said this name a few minutes ago.
Valanciunas.
I did?
Yeah.
Zubac.
No. We're close.
Wait, what is the
Most
thing again?
fouls.
What was personal?
Steven
You said
Adams.
personal fouls.
No. Just fouls. Who's fouled the most?
Who's
Yeah,
fouled
I
the
said
most?
Fouled the most or fouls the most?
Foul. Oh, sorry, fouls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
my bad.
I'm about to say that's an easy dub for that one.
When I say the name, it's gonna piss you guys off. You should have got it.
Hold on. Slow down.
I don't even remember what I said.
I don't
I'm
say-
just
I ain't say
blurting shit
shit.
out. I said Kuzma.
No.
Yeah, that's all he did the
It's a
other day.
big.
It's a big.
Who we had? We said the name already?
Jaren Jackson.
Oh yeah,
He hacking.
Deport, right?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know what he was at.
He got to use him.
a couple. I don't know if he's. I haven't checked his numbers, but I know like the last few years, especially I think it was like the year he won DPOY too, where it was like, bro was playing like what 28 minutes a game because he was fouling out so much. Like
Damn.
he still won it. That make no sense to me. Technical fouls.
Rasheed Wallace.
Current.
This
Okay.
one is might be Ant.
It's Ant.
Yeah,
It's
because
Ant,
he
yeah.
was about to get suspended for that one game at the
yeah.
last
He
game.
was
And
snapping.
they
And then
recalled
flagrant
it, right?
fouls. Another repeat offender.
Oh, Draymond.
Oh, Stewart.
No, we just said this one.
Draymond.
We just said this one.
Oh, Jaren?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
He
Yo,
really flagrant?
I might need to watch a little bit more. He out there wilding.
um,
I think he got one the other day, too.
he brought.
He too big to be hacking like that.
We're gonna jump into the playoffs now. So we're recording this on April 22nd. We are now the fourth day into the playoffs because it started this past Saturday. At the moment, we are Thunder up 1-0. Nuggets Clippers are tied 1-1. Lakers Timberwolves are up 1-0. Warriors are up 1-0 on the Rockets. Indiana's up 1-0 on the Bucks. Cavs are up 1-0 on the Heat. Knicks and Pistons are tied at 1, and the Celtics are up 1.
Yes.
Have you guys had a chance to watch the playoffs so far to start?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Any one series so far, although super early, that you guys are really entertained by?
Detroit.
Don't give a
Clippers,
shit.
Clippers, Nuggets. For
I think
sure.
those are the two best series so far, without a question. Granted, it's super early. Some teams only played a game, but
Yeah.
the Pistons and Knicks, those both going down to the wire, and then the Clippers and what's it called? They've also gone down to the wire, where the first game went to overtime. The second game could have gone to overtime too.
Right.
You guys stayed up for that game?
Yep.
I
Clippers
did.
Game 2?
I
Yeah.
did it, unfortunately.
I haven't seen Kawhi play that way since probably 2019.
Last
All
time,
right.
Ralph
was that?
knows the last time I've seen Kawhi
Nah.
play that way. It was Kings, Clippers. I think it was like the highest scoring game, and I don't know if it was NBA history, but it was like in a while.
Oh, that one.
It was
from
like
2 years ago?
155 to like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But him,
I wasn't
PG,
watching, but I was on the phone with him.
and,
He was going crazy.
This
who-
felt
was
like
it Malik Monk and De'Aaron?
Yeah, it was.
Bro,
shake that
they
one,
like
too.
those four combined for
everybody
like
went
100.
crazy. I think
Like,
with one, this being a playoff game, and then two, like he played. I mean, he always does, but it looked like vintage defense Kawhi as well.
yeah, no, the defense
claw?
was there.
Yeah, the claw. He had a few. He had one where Aaron Gordon thought he had him, and he just pulled him back
Yeah.
down for a jump ball with one hand. That's just nuts.
I mean, he hit the shot to ice it, but then also the steal he got.
Yes.
That was the real.
That was a bad
the
pass, by
dagger.
the
It was terrible
I don't
pass.
know. He got himself
Yeah.
caught up in the air, and he
They
tried to
played so
flip it
sloppy
back.
to end that game. The Nuggets.
It
did.
is really just Jamal Murray from the perimeter or bust.
Yeah.
They don't have another perimeter creator.
Stinky.
And it's tough. And they try it through Russ, and
I mean, Christian Brown can like He could play off the dribble, like with a live
A
dribble
little bit, but
bit.
they're not playing
but
him late in these
They
games.
don't want to. Yeah, I
They're
mean, he was
going-
in that game. He's the one who missed the shot.
Was he? He was at the final minutes of the game.
Yeah,
Okay, so he was
but
playing.
I
so-
didn't like him taking that shot personally. I felt like he had one more kick out to Murray, or like
Yeah.
you get that to Jokic. Like you let one of those guys take that because
They're
he hit all glass, no rim. That shit was bad.
they're in an interesting spot because after game one, which Michael Porter didn't play well, who they pay a bunch of money to, I guess a lot of people from Denver side had a lot of choice comments about him. About, I don't know if they said him by name, but more so like, I think there was a Jokic quote, like paraphrasing, that like we can't afford to like not have like a lack of effort out there. Like if that's what it's going to be, like you shouldn't be playing basketball at this point. And that's coming from Jokic. Like
That's
how
what's
like
A
that's
nigga who hate his job.
that's paraphrased, but like Jokic has to be the most mild mannered. Like you don't hear those kind of quotes from him. So for him to say
Yo.
that, it's like
Yeah, but if the
What if-
nigga who hates his job
Just telling you,
is
you,
telling
yo,
you need to
gotta
go
pack it
harder,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to Michael Porter's credit, he played really well for game two.
Yeah.
He showed up. He played aggressive. But I didn't know the quotes after game one, and there was a point late in the mid fourth maybe where Jokic was getting doubled. It was a scramble, and Michael Porter was wide open on the right hand side, like on the slot. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, why is he not just hitting him? It's like he clearly sees him. It's not like his back's turned. He sees him, and he like reluctantly passed it after like a good 2 seconds, like 2-3 seconds, where it's like he could have hit him earlier before a defender got there. Porter hits the three, ties the game at that point, whatever it was. But that almost makes me think, is he now even hesitating to play his own game because he's like, do I want to pass it to this dude? Like, is
Yeah,
he that much-
because see, that's not Jokic to hesitate to pass
Right.
to anybody.
Yeah.
So.
And his hesitation hurt him a bit because he had I think it was 7 or 8 turnovers
had 7,
yesterday.
yeah.
That was awful.
Sam.
But Kawhi played like vintage Kawhi. Was like 15 of 19 from the field, 39 points. That's big time. Who do you think's? I know I got your opinions on it. Who do you guys think's winning this series though?
Before last night, I would have said the Nuggets, but like you said, that looks like 2019 Kawhi. That's
And they
just
have nothing.
man
for
on a
him.
mission. So yeah, they don't got shit for Kawhi, bro. And then you got Norman Powell who can pop off.
Yeah.
We know who Harden is.
And Norm really, well, he played what? He played good game one, right? But
yeah,
not so good
yesterday
game
was
two?
it was a little bit of a tour date.
Yeah.
I think it was like 5 for 14. May
Tour date,
15th,
that's
14th.
hilarious.
So
I had the Nuggets, but then they imploded that one pod we was doing when they fired everybody. So then I
Yeah.
was like, nah, Clippers
Yeah.
got it. Because it's like, that doesn't work. Like, that's not about to rally the troops.
Right.
Right before the playoffs,
And what's
too?
That's,
confu-
Yeah.
what's
that's
confusing
not
about it
rallying the
too?
troops, bro.
What's confusing is it's been, we've talked about it before, it's layered. There's other reasons, I guess, but like with the biggest thing coming from it is that they were playing Westbrook late, and Malone wanted to keep playing him late, and the GM and like other people on this coaching staff
Yeah, I'll take his
wanted
ass
to go
up.
with who was it, Pickett, and they've still been going with Russ late. So what was the change?
I mean, first of all, Russ not going. Secondly, I would rather the vet, even though he do be on some tweak shit sometimes. I would rather the vet. And
He's like but the end of these games, especially game one and then game two yesterday, a lot of these games, despite having players like Kawhi on the floor, Harden who started heating up in the second half, Jamal Murray, Jokic, like these late fourth quarters are really being defined by like every single Westbrook possession. Every single time, like they are giving him, what was the stat? I saw something, I don't know how many, but he had like on average like 9 feet of space when he was sitting in the corner or something like that. That's insane. That's insane. They're not respecting that jump shot at all, which is closing up the floor. And then it's like,
9 feet.
you know,
he hit a few yesterday.
he
though.
did hit a
Yeah.
few, but then there's sometimes
he not no
misses
bitch. He about to take him.
Yeah, he gonna
gonna
take
take
it.
him.
Yeah, and it's weird because like in the first game, like he hit a big shot with like a minute or so left in the game, and then they have it where they're tied and they're going to, it's the last possession. Jokic has it at the top of the key. The Clippers sell out and double, get it into Westbrook's hands, and he doesn't even get a shot off, and they go to overtime. I don't know if you guys saw that. I was like, that's bad. Like you have to get that up on the rim.
Yeah, you have to.
And the fact that they didn't, it's just tough. And it's like he, like to Ralph's point, it's like he's an OG and he does give them a good amount. You know, he's been attacking the glass, he's been following his own shots, like he's really doing that cutting role. But it's like And I know I've lamented on it before, but they're really missing like a KCP in that spot, or like Bruce Brown in
He
that
shouldn't even
spot.
be
like
touching
we
the
used
ball,
to
definitely
have,
Bruce
like,
Brown.
Like if we're getting a shot off and not like we're not going to the cup, why is he touching the ball?
Yeah,
Like what? Like you know what I mean?
I just don't. I don't understand it. And it's like if he's out there and Jamal's not on the court and he's trying to run at the top of the key, that's one thing. When you have them both on the floor at the same time, I don't understand it.
Yeah, and I think they tried to go away from him yesterday, late in the game, but then
Just that help
MPJ
defenders.
fouled
Always,
out.
yeah. Okay.
So they brought him back, and then
And then you're
Kawhi
limited
started
because it's
being
like
Kawhi.
Aaron Gordon's out there, and it's like, okay, he's there to defend Kawhi. And I mean, there's reasons why it happens as easy as it does, but it's like every time there's a pick, he's automatically switching. Like they're not fighting over the screen, they're not trying to trap the screen because they're afraid with all the spacing and 3-point shooting and the cutting that you don't want to do it because these guys just make up so much ground so quickly. But at one point, I mean, you got to get the ball out of Kawhi's hands. I don't understand. He's like 39 points, 15-19 at the end of the game. Like you didn't even try at any point. I don't know. I didn't get it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I still kind of am leaning Denver in 7, but I don't know. This is a really tough Clippers team.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Yeah, get to the real series.
Well, let's brush over a couple real quick. Because it's only been one game, but I think the series is already over. Thunder and Grizzlies.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It was what,
man.
51 points was the final on that as the deficit the difference?
Yeah, military boy didn't come to play, man.
John.
Real quick on
Stinky.
that, because it's there. We might as well just talk about it now. We've talked about it. Your guys' thoughts on John Morant and his interesting.
He got the best celly out.
I like him.
You like the one right now? The grenade.
The grenade is tough. Yeah.
I've been giving it
Super
thoughts
tough,
last few days
though.
because our whole conversation about it is like it's been the main conversation everybody's having, but like, don't you realize you're risking like.
Yeah,
your
when
brand,
he first
everything,
started,
this and that?
when he first started, it was just like, what was the first one? He was just doing the
What,
guns.
celebrations or
inside.
just trouble?
No, the
Let's just
celebration.
say celebrations, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, so that was like weird because like, bro, it was on your Gilbert Arena shit last season.
Yeah.
So like, why are we doing that? But then the kind of spin with the other things I kind of like because it's like you still have the attention on you, but you're pivoting away from that
Right.
a little. I mean, you're still on bullshit,
capping,
but
he's capping.
Well, yeah,
You
because
pivoted away,
it's
so.
it's in his words not a grenade. Did you see
Yeah.
the explanation on this?
Yeah, he's taking the
Their words.
and throwing them away. I think he's closing. He's
But
not
it's
listening.
weird because it's like
he's
why is
blocking
it,
them out.
But it's
Truly
their
humble
words, but
under
why are they
God.
coming from your mouth? It's
Bro,
just like
he's taking the pin out of the
Yeah,
grenade.
he pulled a pin.
100%.
and he's
no,
throwing
but like,
it.
and it's definitely a grenade. But like for his,
Bro.
come on.
See,
It was viable.
You know what's
for-
funny though?
It was just
for a
like, but
little,
like, why is
like-
it? But like your explanation though is like you're taking the words out of their mouth and then throwing them away. Then why are you taking them out of
I-
your
I
mouth?
think
I think he,
meant to say
listen,
that.
he hired a better PR team this time. That's why he said that bullshit.
Right.
Yo, I
Yeah.
think see, but they still fucked up because I think he
That's
should have said, "I'm taking my words, I'm putting them out there, and letting them say whatever they want to say. I'm not listening."
I
That's
like
what
that.
he should have
Yeah.
said.
That's it better. Yeah.
Realistically,
better.
Yeah.
realistically,
Those guys getting paid how many millions of dollars? He just said it for free right here.
Or he could just go, get back on defense.
like realistically,
100%.
he's taking the pin out the grenade.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say though,
Don't
and
do
I, over the weekend,
Don't do that.
I'm doing AAU.
Don't do
you know what I mean?
that.
What's it called?
you've been seeing it.
He got the little kids on lock.
I've been hearing it.
He
I've
got
been
the little
hearing it.
yo.
I've seen it a lot online.
I watched a young man hit a three. His entire team and the people on the bench
On the side, did it?
threw it at the other team. They threw it at the other team. They're not even throwing it in the crowd no more. They killing people.
My God.
It's yeah. He got the game on lock,
What
man.
was I gonna? Okay, so with that being said, fuck the other conversations that everybody's having in terms of is this right for his career, the brand stuff, whatever. Let's just fucking lean into it. Give me a suggestion of what he should do next.
Pull his
Like
pants
career
down.
wise?
Hey yo,
Nah, Selly, I think.
Selly wise.
Yeah, pull his pants down.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh.
sorry, I should have been more.
Yeah, no, my
I
fault. I
apologize.
mean, I was about to
Yeah.
say.
What Selly should he do next? Suggestions.
I mean, he's done. So he grittied.
Yep.
He shot niggas.
Yep.
He had the bazooka.
Did he do the bazooka?
You didn't see that
Yeah.
one?
I've seen people meme it.
He
Did
was doing
actually
the.
do- Did he
but
really
it's
do
the Kyron Lancey, the LSU, the
Okay.
down south. He was doing that,
Yeah.
but like that's a grenade. That's come on.
Yeah.
And then the grenade.
He's got to stay.
He
on
hasn't
brand.
done this one yet.
He's got to stay on brand. Yeah.
I know
that's
they
what I'm
can't. I
saying.
know they
Let's stay on
can't
brand
see
with
me,
it.
but the
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm
He
packing.
can't do that.
no,
one.
I'm packing one. He got.
can't do
He
that.
do that one
It's
because they
over.
were
Hold
already
on,
doing
hold
that
on.
one.
Hold on, because they can't see it. Could you please for a second, or is that gonna fuck up the thing?
Yo, Chris, do it.
Yeah, I'm packing. It's
Yeah,
on.
that one. He do that. He gotta do that one. He gotta do
Yeah.
that one.
Nah,
Shit,
if you do
it's
that, then that's it. Give me,
He gotta do that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's a goal. What do you think you got?
I have two. So
Okay, what do you got?
25 points. Yeah, get on.
Come
He got caught a nuke. He got caught a nuke.
You gotta bring the laptop out.
Yeah, or 13 points. You give call.
So
take out
what,
the
hap-
laptop.
so what
give me the
happens?
AC
Does
130.
he dive on the floor? He's now laying down on the floor. He's acting like he's typing in the laptop, or is he standing up doing it?
You can squat.
He gotta do it. He gotta do it in his
Oh,
hands.
yeah,
he gotta
he's
like
gotta-
type it in. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That'll be
Something
funny.
quick.
And then the
AC,
other
AC
one,
130.
he got to detonate the C4. You throw it, click that button.
Yeah.
I think that would be fire.
That's crazy. You got any?
Nah.
Nah.
He
I told you to
just,
pull his
he should
pants
just
down.
cut it out, right?
Huh? He should just cut it out, to be honest. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
enough is enough. Yeah, cut it
Fuck
out.
it.
Like he could just stop, right?
He could. Have you seen all the memes of people like there? I thought like
Yeah.
it's just fucking hilarious. Lakers, Timberwolves blew them out. I think they hit 22 threes in this game, like 21 of 40 something. In that
That's not gonna
range,
happen
whatever.
again. So
That was a really hot shooting night. It probably won't happen again. On the
nah.
other side, Luka gave him 37.
So,
And this game was not close at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't think they're gonna be shooting it the rock like that, but they do have a lot more size on their side of the floor than the Lakers do. And if you want to continue to run Rui at center, I don't know how long it's gonna.
It's so sad.
I don't know. Like they've gone away from Jackson Hayes,
He stinks.
and he's the one true center they have.
Yeah, what
on
do you
the
put like
roster.
8 minutes?
I don't
game
even
one?
know what the yeah. It's from
It was like
and it's like you're just going with now. Granted, when the center on the other side, no one's afraid of offensively with it being Rudy.
This is a series though.
It is a series, and they're gonna try to find ways to get Rudy involved, whether it's as a lob threat, or you still have to deal with two other bigger bodies with Nas Reed and Randall. Like
Well,
that's a
not-
lot for just Braun to have to take upon himself, or Rui, I guess. But I don't know.
Nas Reed is unacceptable. You don't see his predator cut?
Oh yeah, no.
Alien vs Predator shit.
I
yo.
can't lie though.
I
What
ain't
is
know
it?
his shit.
His front
His
taper. is
dread
bad.
start. Yeah,
His front taper
he
is
got a
very
taper.
bad.
He got a taper, a Caesar, and dreads.
He got some waves in there.
Yeah, like what is he doing, bro? Like you sat in the chair and said, "That's what I need."
When he lets him down,
yeah, it
they
looks weird.
they aight. But when he puts him up in the bun,
It looks weird. Like when I seen him at the
ass.
press conference, I'm like, what? So he went in the chair and said, I want 16, 17, and 19.
Oh,
yeah, he got to be in that.
Yeah, he do gotta be in it.
He got to be in it.
Yeah.
I just-
so-
I-
is it? Does he have a sunroof or that's just a style?
no, it might
No,
be a
shit,
No, I
so
don't think
it
it's
started.
sunroof.
It started small. The shit keep going up.
No, he has longer dreads, but I thought
No. I'm saying he has the front taper on purpose, but I'm saying it just keeps going back.
but that's what I'm saying. It start here now.
Yes,
Why?
he don't got no room. I don't know.
He gotta cut that shit, bro.
Thoughts on this series?
I mean,
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
Yeah.
I like the Timberwolves. I like Anthony Edwards. I feel like if anybody is
1.8.
gonna knock off this team, I feel like it would be him. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's
it is Braun,
It's Braun,
unfortunately.
bro. It's Braun, man.
It
Come
is
on.
Braun, unfortunately.
It's
But
in Jokic, man.
I do think I'm gonna still take the Timberwolves.
Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna still take the Timberwolves.
In how many games?
Yeah,
6?
I say Timberwolves in 7.
Because
I
they already
think-
took
yeah.
one at day crib.
At LA. Now, granted, all it takes is one win in Minnesota. Lakers have to win tonight.
They
so
would
all
even
takes
it back.
is-
They would even it
yeah,
back
they
up.
even it
But
back, yeah.
realistically, they lose respectively at.
If they
at
lose
day-
tonight, then we're having a completely different. Then it's
Right.
Yeah.
Is it though? We gotta go with Minnesota.
Right? But if you stole
Now you
both
seen if the
games,
Lakers
if you
lose.
stole both games,
Oh, if the
you
Lakers lose tonight.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
no.
yeah,
If the
sorry.
Lakers lose tonight.
Yeah, sorry, you heard it as the other way.
Yeah, no. If the Lakers lose tonight, I think it still goes 6 though.
Okay,
They're gonna get one. You know,
you can't knock out one, right?
Braun,
Yeah, nah.
Braun stink, but
Braun getting 1.
he getting one.
Braun getting 1 and Luka getting 1.
Yeah,
So like, yeah.
I can see that.
Houston and the Warriors.
Oh man,
Yo,
that was an interesting.
Neither
game.
team could score 100 points.
I was about to say that surprisingly was under 100. I actually couldn't believe that.
The defense, Houston's got a legit defense.
Yeah, they got it,
They
yeah.
do.
I mean, Ime's a very defensive-minded coach.
Yeah.
He's always gonna do
And
his
he's
thing
got the
defensively.
guys for
So
it, but
yeah,
he doesn't have the guys to get the ball in the basket.
yeah. Nah, I mean, Steph. He putting up crazy
Bullshit.
shots. It don't even look real.
Yeah,
but
he had some
my
video game like
God.
shots in that.
yeah.
first
Draymond got
half.
boomed on. That made me smile. So what? I was jumping out my chair and I seen that
Beautiful.
shit.
Like what? 2 minutes into the game.
Sengun said, boom. I said, yeah. And that started off the game real nice.
So what's the series? What are we doing here?
Houston
say-
in 7.
Houston.
I say Golden State in 6. Like Steph is just gonna be. I do think Houston will find a rhythm,
But Steph will
but
turn it
Steph's
on.
gonna be Steph and
Yeah.
Jimmy. You know,
Oh, Jimmy, I mean, yeah, Jimmy
he
makes a
got his
big
little
difference.
playoff Jimmy thing.
Well, he's a fraud, but I do like, I do like,
Plus.
fuck, I do like his fit. Pause.
That's 3. The fuck out.
That's
know.
4 or 5 actually.
really?
He had a
All right,
couple.
guys, don't bless me. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
but
Bless you.
I like his fit on the Warriors because he does get to be that menace on defense, and then he gets the space with Curry.
Right.
he's like a smaller Draymond that can actually put the ball in the hoop. So like,
From 18 and in.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not much of a 3-point threat. I thought I was leaning Rockets for this series. I think I might be switching to the Warriors. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be tough. Like
they're so young.
the Rockets just aren't a team as they've shown throughout the year, like that are well equipped to like. And yes, they ended up cutting the game too close, like for it being close late. Like they got, I don't know, to like 4 points late.
Yeah,
They're just not that great when it comes to them when they're having to catch up, like when they're playing from
Yeah.
behind. They're good at being in the lead, defense, similar to, and we're gonna get to them in a minute, but like what Detroit's approach was. Like the offense bogged down in the fourth. It did for Detroit. However, the defense held way. And if it wasn't honestly for the Knicks getting a million calls in the fourth quarter and hitting a bunch of free throws, then it probably would have been decided earlier, but Detroit held it down on the defensive side. And like that's what Houston's style of play is when they're up. It is surprising though, because they have so many bodies that I feel like could score, like Van Fleet, Sengun, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith. They drafted the kid. I don't know, like
right.
where nobody's talking about it because it's Houston and it's like, oh, they're cool up on the scene, but like nobody's really having the Jabari Smith conversation. But what happened with him? Like I thought he was supposed to be nicer than this. And
I just don't know how many shots he about to let Jalen Green take before it's like, all right, my nigga,
Yeah.
like let's do something different. They kind of
Mhm.
just let him miss all game.
Amen Thompson, it's like you can attack all you want, but if we're gonna pack the paint, we're gonna like lay off you and force you to shoot. You can't
Yeah.
shoot. So a lot of that regular season fast break stuff doesn't work in the postseason as often. So, but then I look on the other side, and it's like it's Steph and it's Jimmy, and then who else do I trust on offense? I don't really trust anybody else on offense, but if I had to lean any person to trust him, Steph over anybody, honestly, in this spot. So yeah. So yeah, I would go Warriors probably 6 games then.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Nobody's really talking about the series. Pacers Bucks. Game 2 is tonight. Damian Lillard is officially returning tonight. Does this change anything in this series based off what happened in Game 1?
No.
No, I would like to see them jaw a little bit because
Absolutely.
they was talking a little bit on the
At
bench.
the
I
end of
like
Game
that.
1, yeah,
Yeah.
with Dame.
He was
yeah.
telling him if it was me out there, I'd bust your ass.
I want to see
I
that.
need to see that.
I think they top the series tonight. And I'm still leaning on what I said before the series started. 7 games.
Yeah.
With the Bucks.
I can see that.
Yeah,
The Pacers are a better team. They are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But I'm just taking the better player. I'm taking the best player in the series.
that's fine.
Similar to what I'm doing
They
with
still
the
have no
other-
answer for Giannis.
It's similar with what I'm doing with the Denver series with Jokic. Like
Yeah.
the Clippers are a better team right now, but I would go Denver solely because I like Jokic in that
That's fair.
matchup.
What's your king?
Right now, yeah. Yeah, your thoughts. So you think it's still Indiana though? You as well?
Oh,
nah, I got Milwaukee. I mean, I got to see how Dame is moving tonight and if Kyle Kuzma go show up
Yeah,
because they need him.
Oh, he
I
pulled,
forgot,
Tony Snell the other night.
Yeah.
yo, they
so,
said he was running and touching niggas. He was playing tag.
Yeah. He outdid Tony
Oh,
Snell. So
shit.
like,
You did he?
if he can be like, he has to be.
Yeah, because that's a
serviceable.
playoff game.
Yeah, it's a playoff.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
it's crazy.
like the Tony Snell
Like,
thing
you
will
didn't
ever,
do
will forever
shit.
be infamous.
And it's so funny 'cause-
Yeah, no, this is
And they
insane.
traded-
They're both
in
they're
one
both on the
spot.
Bucks uni, right?
Yeah.
They're both on the Bucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we gotta
Nah, I
research it.
think
It might
Tony,
be something
Tony,
going on.
Tony didn't do that in Chicago?
No, he's a Buck when he
Yeah,
did
yeah,
it.
he
Yeah.
was on the Bucks.
He was on Chicago at one point, but he did it as a Buck.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Now, yeah, because you make a good point. Now I want to do research. Is this a
It might be a
Bucks
Giannis thing.
curse?
Yeah, this affects Giannis' legacy. I'm on it.
You
I'm on
gotta
it.
make a video.
He got 2 niggas scoreless in 30 minutes plus. That's
And
disgusting.
it's like, listen, it's gonna happen. Like with players, not everybody's like, And
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can't go
no,
off
no,
every.
no.
I mean,
hold on,
nah,
hold
you
on,
gotta at
hold on,
least
hold
grab
on.
a
Let me get
board.
somewhere. Let me get somewhere with it. It is the guy you traded for at the midpoint of the season at the trade deadline, hoping that it was gonna give you a spark because you wanted to go younger from the vet that you had with Chris Middleton. And this guy gave you the 0-0-0 all the way down the board. That hit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but in that trade, they also gave up AJ Johnson.
That was surprising.
like, I
which
feel
is
like-
someone they used a lot.
Yeah, at this point, you've been playing him. You gearing him up for moments like these. He giving you more than a straight across donut. So
It almost is like they moved him out so they can give Andre more minutes, and then they didn't give Andre more
Right.
minutes, which was weird.
and he's hooping in Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, his season's over.
They
He's
said-
Cancun, but
Yeah,
They said he had a 28 billion.
But you made a good point that we flew by real quick. But how's Dame moving tonight? Right? If Dame looks like, and I think it would be surprising, honestly, though, if Dame off rip.
He got to have 30.
You
The way,
think
he,
so?
the way he was talking, he got to have 30.
did we
You,
see
you have
Dame?
right. You'd have to, but we haven't seen him play.
Did we see him in the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
Dame, Giannis, no. Dame, yes, for like 2 games in the
And
year.
then
He got hurt.
he got hurt.
2 or
so.
3 games, something like that.
Yeah, I gotta see. Like we ain't seen Dame time in the playoffs in a minute. So
Mhm.
He got to have 30.
This is gonna be honestly like their because I don't remember if Giannis played out. Giannis didn't play at all in the playoffs last year. So this will be the first time we're gonna see the 2 of them in the playoffs.
both of them.
I got Pacers in 6, though.
Pacers in 6. Giannis, yeah, Bucks in 7.
I say Milwaukee in 6. Nah, I'll say 7. I'll say 7.
And yours was what again?
Pacers.
Pacers in
5.
okay. Cavs Heat.
Stinky.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That like, I do like the way the Heat rallied and like put together some shit, but like they're not supposed to be here.
No, yeah.
No,
They're not
Like
supposed to.
rallied in the game or in
No,
the
no,
sense
like end of the
in
season
the play-in
to
to
yeah,
get to
yeah,
this
to
point.
like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
because they had a point where they had like a 9-game lose.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like I like Davion. Khalil Ware's in my 5, but they're all set. Cavs.
In
Excuse me.
4th.
sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'm gonna go 5. I feel like Miami's gonna get one of those funky games in Miami. Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
resident Cavs fan, but like it's gonna be one of those. The younger team goes down to South Beach, and it's gonna be one of those games where like nobody's hitting jack shit, and Miami's hitting every 3 they take. And it's gonna be that.
Cody
Miami.
Martin not there no more.
they just. I'm about to say they don't got them guys. No
Yeah,
more.
like,
Yeah.
they don't got the you know what I mean? They don't
Like
got
when was the last time Duncan Robinson really went off?
Never.
Fair, and they did a good job with him the other night, like containing him. But he could.
Contain himself.
Didn't he get like a stupid contract too, right?
Yeah, 90
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
They
90
gave him like
something.
55 for like 2 or some shit like that.
He
Oh,
had-
they gave him an extension on top
yeah,
of it.
he a D3
Remember, he had
nigga.
like
He's
a
not supposed to
90
get that.
He had a 90 million, and then he probably got.
Yo,
I don't know
Yo,
if they gave him
Air-
the extension. You said it, so I was thinking, oh, maybe they. Gave him the
yo,
extension.
Pat Riley, Air Spoelstra. Promise you I got suit up.
You give me 28 minutes. I score a bucket.
28 minutes, I scored 0.
I grab a
I'm
board.
not sure. I
Yeah,
score
that's
a
what
bucket.
like what?
Yeah, I do something. Yeah, personal foul or something.
28 billion.
Now he had 2 fouls.
Oh, that's tough.
Sad.
Celtics Magic.
Celtics.
Game 2's tonight. I haven't gotten an update yet. Last thing I saw was doubtful for Tatum due to the wrist injury.
Yeah,
I'm
I
still
saw that.
not concerned for Boston's side of things. They still have enough firepower. Orlando's biggest problem the last 2 years, and still is at this point, is they lack firepower outside of Paolo. He's going to go off. He's going to have his 30. Cool. What does that mean for us, the team?
I think they lack guard play, and
They do lack guard play, yeah.
even though they have a bunch of guards, like they don't have
They-
a definitive.
But they're all like at that like
definitive-
B
yeah.
minus C plus level. It's like you need an A. I don't know who that is. though, right
Scheme
now.
wise, I think you need an A. I don't think they could get an A, but they scheme wise.
I mean, they might have the asset. They have the assets and the money to do it
Ain't nobody going to Orlando, son.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
on a
nobody-
trade. I'm not saying. Listen, you
Yeah,
might
I
take,
hear you.
Yeah,
I
but
hear you.
nobody
you might
knows.
take the risk as the team.
They
and you
asking,
might not
they
get
asking
the
for
risk.
Franz though, and then that guts the team.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, you can't.
They asking for Franz.
You can't send Franz.
That's what I'm
And-
saying.
You're taking a step backwards. I feel like
Yeah.
unless you gain.
What if you just said
a top 10
Paolo
player.
and Franz are off the board? You could have every other pick. You could have every.
You know what
other
they gonna
player.
do?
But nobody's gonna want to go to Bible
Click.
study.
Click.
You said go to Bible study. They go to Disney.
You know what I mean? Click. They hanging right up. Say, bro, get on the
Yeah,
phone
what are
with
we
me.
talking
You don't want
about?
to talk
Yeah,
Franz.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
Because Paolo, they know Paolo off the market. But
Right.
if they say, yo, Franz, send Franz.
Power
Nah.
jump shot look like it hurt.
They do.
Is there a guard on a roster where like this team looks like their situation's about to blow up and he just wants to get out?
Trae Young.
It's an option. Now he's a turnstile on defense.
He's always been a
Yeah,
turnstile.
like, what?
I could see Ja over there, to be honest.
Ja?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
depending
even
on what
worse.
In Orlando?
yeah.
That's even worse.
Ooh.
Come from Memphis to
Nah.
Florida? Oh,
I'm not
nah.
opposed
He
to
might,
the
he might,
idea,
he might,
and
he
I
might not
think
make it 20 games.
I'm not opposed to the idea, and I think
Aside from the
and I
off the
think
court.
if they were to
just
try to
saying
get a
hoops.
player of that type of caliber, whose value is nowhere near what it used to be, that's a guy.
Right. Mike Conley.
You still don't think Franz coming off the board for Ja?
Nah.
I just feel like what
Yeah.
if and we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. What if Memphis is in a situation where they're like, we are so done with this guy. The second the season's over, he is gone.
They about to Luka him?
Worse.
See, but Luka
'Cause,
still
nobody's
got
gonna
traded.
get an AD
Luka
in
still
return.
got traded for AD though. I
That's
know
what I'm
we
saying.
we
Right.
downplayed
Worse.
it, but
That's
like
why I said worse
that's
because
still
it's,
AD.
because it's AD.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get an AD in return.
That's what I'm
for Ja.
saying.
It's like the Miami situation. Like, I know Jimmy was the dude who's going to be out of there. But before that, like,
Mhm.
when they were looking for one more piece, like, it had to be Tyler Hero in almost every deal.
It would never happen because of like what they would want back.
Right.
But just thoughts on this guy being there, just in terms of fit. LaMelo.
That'd be...
See, LaMelo got to give me a full.
Full season.
Yeah.
Like
once.
what Paul Pierce
And
said?
82 is like almost impossible
What he
now,
said.
but like
I'm tired of getting.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You cool. You
What
can,
you
you can
say?
say that one.
What do you say?
say it.
Don't
What?
say it. Don't. If I have to edit it, don't say it.
No. But yeah, you know, I just want a full sample size of LaMelo.
That's crazy.
Pause.
Yeah, sample size.
Say
Celtics in 4, I would say.
I got
Celtics
5.
in 3. Fuck
I'll give them... Yeah,
So
I'll
you're
give them
getting
one.
Magic's getting a game.
They going to get a game.
No, I think they're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get a game.
Why idiots keep doing that shit, bro?
No.
It's your team.
Realistically, look, Tatum doubtful for game 2, right? Possibly might rest him for game 2 if we win it,
Game 3. man.
right? Game 3, you say, fuck it, we can rest him again. They can take one at home.
It depends what they feel the severity of the injury is, because
I think he'd be in a bench.
it's a bone bruise on his
Me too.
on his shooting wrist.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god, bro. God bless.
But also too though,
basketball players, man.
like I said,
To
I
be
can
fa-
see them resting him 2 games
Right, because to their point,
we got
why-
si- we got
'cause to
14
their
more
point,
games.
Their goal is to win a championship.
We got 14
Who's
more
going to give a
games.
fuck about a game 2
Do you
against
know,
Orlando?
Because first of all, do you know how long it takes for a bone bruise to heal? That's number
Sure,
one.
but if it's you could get a little, it could get a little better after a couple days. I'm not saying a lot, but enough where you feel a little comfortability, a little bit more mobility in it.
it doesn't stop your mobility. That's what I'm saying. It just hurts. It's a bone bruise.
I ain't gonna lie though, his shit's stiff though.
How, do you know what a bone bruise is?
No, his jump shot.
It's always been stiff. Without
That's
the
what,
bone
but that's what I'm
bruise.
saying. So you probably just, it feel weird.
But
He
it
needs
just
that
hurts.
rest.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it feel
Yeah,
weird.
he needs
It
that.
just
just
hurts.
feel
Yeah,
weird.
It's not going. You can't stop. It's
No,
a
of
bone
course
bruise.
not.
Yeah,
I'm saying
it's
it
not
just
gonna-
feel weird.
I know, but when
He
it's
be
the
the
motion
bench.
of shooting a jump shot, like any little uncomfortability could throw off what your jump shot is.
Yeah,
That's true.
Especially when
It's
it's
not-
that stiff.
it's soft. That's why, man. I'm
And
sorry.
the guy-
You
and
see when
it's-
LeBron
and that
ripped off
injury
his
happened in
sleeves.
the
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know.
and the injury happened late 4th, and he ended up going, and they still won, didn't
Yeah,
matter, but like
so-
he went 7 of 22 or something like that. So like
7 of 22.
the jump shooting is going
Bullshit.
to matter if he needs it.
I can't lie though, and I
He
and
shot
Don't
I'm,
make the
much,
risk,
though.
but just don't put yourself in a situation where you could make it worse. I
I-
know it's a bruise, but like
Can't make it work.
I feel like he wanted to hang on the rim, but because we've been seeing so many people when they try to hang on the rim swing
happened to Malik Beasley last
and
night.
fall, I feel like he kind of was just like, oh, let me not try to hurt myself, but then he ended up hurting himself anyways, trying to brace his fall.
Or you know, you can just punch it with one hand and land on your 2 feet. You can do that too.
I mean, on two niggas, I don't think he was punching on one hand.
Sometimes
So-
go with 2 to go stronger.
So
I
then-
mean, I think he should have went stronger, but like
yeah.
regardless,
He's 6. I just need him to always remember that he's 6 foot.
He don't remember
bro.
that. He
God
think he's
damn.
6'3". He thinks he's 6'3".
Punch that shit, man.
He thinks he's 6'3", and he thinks he can't dunk. I promise you.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And-
I feel like he's dunked more. I don't know what the number is. I could be completely wrong. But if I had, and I know he didn't play that many minutes his rookie year, but it almost feels like he probably had more dunks his rookie year than any other year. in his career.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But
But
I
he only
also...
played like what, like 18 minutes.
But I
a
think
game or
people,
something, so I don't know.
I think the players quickly realize that like all that jumping and shit like that is not
Longevity.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. It's like I don't want to put that on my body. That's what Melo said. Melo said I stopped dunking because I wanted to preserve my body.
Yeah.
He lost his
Yeah.
bounce.
Watch it,
Like,
watch it.
recently though, I
He lost
realized
his
that
bounce.
like it might just be like coaches telling him to
Chill.
hold those because you know it's like Celtics play the game of the analytics.
They 100%.
where it's like,
and I mean,
they want him to take those.
and listen,
threes.
they're deadly and they're great at it. And who gives a shit because about what I'm about to say? Because it doesn't matter because they're still beating the shit out of everybody and they're going to win the championship anyways. But it's a shitty version of basketball to watch because they all just sit out there and shoot threes.
I enjoy
It
it.
doesn't matter. No, I get it.
You like this shit?
As you should. But like,
You
it's,
like it?
I enjoy it.
stylistically, it's just hard to watch because it's literally like the exact same thing every time. But doesn't matter what I care about stylistically because if it leads to wins and they're blowing the shit out of teams, what's it matter?
I just don't like when he's settled for it.
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
care
lot of
about
settling.
shooting the three. Like, yo, he could come down.
They
Right?
can get a 3 off at any
He
point.
could come down, do the post fade, miss. Cool. His next shot gonna be right off that Horford screen, straight into his 3. Cool. He gonna come down that next third time and do a step back 3. What are we doing? You don't even want to look at the rim? Like, can
See,
we
but I
just,
feel like they want him to take those steps.
and that shit is
because you know I feel the same way you.
that
do.
shit is crazy to me. I don't get
But
it. I really don't.
It's just the game of the analytics.
I don't know, man. That
Yeah,
shit
threes
is
and
crazy to me
twos.
sometimes.
And
Because
they
I really feel like he's beating a dead horse sometimes. That's why
Yeah.
he's getting
Yeah.
7 for 22, 7 for whatever. And I know you getting them up higher percentage of
Right.
making them. That's cool.
Do you,
Damn. Because like he said, everybody on the team is doing it.
Yeah.
Pritchard, I ain't seen Pritchard shoot a 2 in months.
Nah,
speaking of, and we're going
months.
to talk about
he's
it. in a
either going to
sec-
the rack or it's a 3.
Speaking of, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but breaking news: he just won 6th man of the year.
Who did
Oh,
Just
that?
word.
happened on the pod.
Yeah.
Who?
Pritchard.
Pritch, please.
He just won it. So yeah, I'm going Celtics in 4 here on this one. You, what was it that you had said?
Celtics in 3.
Okay. Also, it's egregious because we're talking about the Tatum thing about how aggressive he is. He only shoots 6 free throws a game.
Oh my, that's bad. That's really.
He should
bad.
be a minimum of 8.
He also
don't
has
have
be a
a,
minimum
he,
of 8.
he
He
also
doesn't
has
have
a
a real whistle. Though.
oh my, I was just about to say he has a very bad whistle though. I can't lie. Like when he goes to the rim, he really do begin.
Yes,
slap.
I wonder
I want him to force it though, like Melo used to do. Like I'm gonna go right back to this move.
I
You gotta
wonder
call
if
this
it's
shit.
a kind of a give and take here thing because that's what I'm gonna say from outsider's perspective. Maybe you're gonna call me hating.
Everybody gets mad.
They do not give him enough of the attack on to the basket. I give you that. They also don't call that push off when he's doing that step back and he does that bitch all the fucking. He does that shit all the time. Now, granted, if it works, it works. But he fucking pushes off on every single step back.
But that's the league.
That's the league.
I get it.
He's
I-
30 feet away from the
I
basket.
get the bump, but he be going.
He's 30 feet away from the basket.
He be doing it at the mid range too.
Like who don't push off?
Guys
don't-
do. I
Like,
just think
give
he
me a
does.
player
I just
who
think he
does
does it
not-
more than anyone.
Yeah, tell me who? SGA, right? D
SGA
Mitch,
do
right?
it.
He be
SGA
pushing
do it.
off.
100%.
No, Donovan Mitchell, he pushed off a lot too.
He just do it with his shoulder. He's strong as shit. You don't
100%.
see
But
it.
you're
When he do
allowed,
the- when
but
he
you
do
are
the
allowed
the
to
carry
do that.
over,
You can't
he pushes him
extend
out the
your
way
hand.
every time.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell when he does the move where he carries over,
Oh,
like
he
on
moves
the
him out the
pickup.
way,
Yeah,
yeah.
he moves him out the way. That's push. That's a push.
Look,
It is.
look, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, look,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah,
It is.
look.
But who does their move more in a game? Him doing that or Tatum on a step back?
I
push?
see.
Oh,
D,
come
I
on.
see D. Mitch
Come
do
on.
that.
D. Mitch do that shit a
He
lot,
gets
yeah.
to that
Huh?
at least
More than the step back
4
for
or
Tatum. We're
5
talking about how
times a
many
game.
jump
Come
shots Tatum take. Come
on.
on, it's not even close.
You talking about a specialty move versus a move that he can do literally every play.
Who, Mitch?
No, I'm talking about Tatum. Tatum
he
can
does
literally
it
do
all
that
the
every.
time.
Okay, but
And he
you're,
also
you're
don't
talking
need
about a
to.
move
He's
that's
so
situational.
tall.
I'm talking about a
Yeah,
move he can
that's-
literally just spam.
Right.
And he spams it all the time. He never
Oh,
got called on
there
it.
we
But it
go.
just comes
It's-
back to the amount
They're
of free
both
throws.
spamming though. If we're really talking about it.
Fair, but we're not talking about Donovan Mitchell
Just
right now. We're talking about Tatum.
Fair. Fair.
Sad. It's sad.
But also, my guy's 6'1", your guy's still at 6'9".
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
What are we talking
A
about?
push is a push though.
Yeah,
Fair.
like what?
But he don't need it.
He
You
be-
shoot over everybody.
He be in the gym.
He be in that gym.
Yeah, so-
he got strong.
That whole weight.
You know what I mean?
I know he held that weight down when he
And
was
it's-
on the bench this summer. for
It's
Team
really
USA.
sad because he pushing off to get a layup.
I was talking about Mitch. You see how he's just hating?
He be hating.
He's just hating. I'm
be
saying
hating.
Mitch will be in the gym.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because he's pushing off to get a layup.
100%. You know when it's down there, people be shoving around. Last series.
The best
is-
series.
is Detroit and New York. I'm a resident Detroit fan.
It's a fun one.
Tell us your thoughts so far.
My thoughts are we had a little kerfuffle on game one. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I mean, we kind of like lost our shit a little bit. Forgot
Yeah.
to play ball for a little bit, but Game 2.
Ended up being a 21-0 run to finish that game.
Watch your mouth. Why the fuck? You see what I'm saying? You see this?
I just want to make sure they have the stats.
You see this?
21 is crazy though.
I don't
I
want
think
them to
as
miss
long as-
out on the information.
As long as I've known this, Brandon, right? Brandon's never said anything positive about any of my teams, right? I can never get my shit off, right? You know
I
what
just
I'm
like
saying?
talking
Like,
shit
You
too
see,
about the
you see,
Falcons.
you see how he went to your shit last?
Falcons is crazy though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
watch your mouth. What you mean
I'm
Falcons
just
crazy?
like,
How's that crazy?
yeah, in the big 2025. Falcons fan.
Oh, that's fucked up. All right,
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
But yeah,
I
nah,
give
I
your
think,
Pistons love this year. Don't do that.
yeah, no, I'm bullshitting. But but game 2, I think we figured it out, and I think we're gonna tap the ass. Pistons in 5.
Pistons in 5.
I got Pistons at 6.
That's what's up, Chris. Come on, talk to me. I'll tell everybody your last name. Watch your mouth.
To me, it's a toss up. I like the Pistons more, but like Brandon was saying earlier, like Brunson's the best player in that series.
Huh?
Wait, you saying Cade?
Well, Cat's better than Brunson. That's number 1. And
Cat, the
Cat's
cat,
not better than Cade. So.
the cat that was a
Oh my
bodega cat the other
God.
day.
Cat is a better basketball player than Jalen
Nah,
Brunson.
0 in the second
Stop
half
it,
is
bro.
disgusting word.
Nah,
ever seen
he
Jalen-
wasn't on shit the other day.
He wasn't
They
on-
didn't
I can't give him that right now.
that was a lot of like he's got to demand the ball. I'm sorry, real quick to cut off, but like
You're good.
he's got to demand the ball. But they didn't give him the fucking ball at all last night.
Yeah, because Brunson
Ow.
playing the rock'em sock'em in the mid range. Like that's
Yeah.
all he's
He
doing.
was
He's
making-
running into
he was
niggas
making
every
them shit.
play.
But it was also when he was off the court or like they got the ball out of his hand, it would never find its way into Cat.
Bro.
Cat played well in the first half, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
what
Brunson's
the fuck
stink.
was going on.
Bro, it's
But,
actually
yeah.
it's frustrating to watch him play basketball.
It
right now.
is.
Jalen?
It re-
Yes.
no, yeah,
And then he's doing it versus the team that's not going. Like everybody
What
on
do you
that
mean
team
not
wants to
going?
fight.
Oh, got it.
And
Yeah.
he want to butt heads. He just want to run into people.
He got knocked down so many times last night.
did.
He was on
Bro,
the floor
he
every
got
few
knocked
minutes.
down. He rolled his own ankle. He went back to the locker room. They shot him with some tutor roll. He changed his kicks. He came back out and still was running into people. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Right away, back on the floor.
Like, what are you doing?
Thank you, man.
It's very hard to watch. He's gonna have
He gets
a
the line
bad
a
back.
lot. He gets the line a lot.
He's gonna have a bad back, a bad
He's
neck.
gonna play. It's,
all that.
it's either gonna be a short career or it's gonna be a short prime, and he plays
Yo.
long, and he's like a backup guard, veteran guy, like
Yeah,
8 years from now, and he's just like, remember when Jalen Brunson was cooking in New
Yo.
York, and it's like now it's just like
it might be a short.
then-
now
and
he's
then-
averaging 8 points a game on like 35%.
And then when
shooting. It's
when
gonna be
Tatum
bad.
when Tatum shoot up some bullshit, oh Tatum stink, corny, oralist loser. Jalen Brunson
He don't got
putting
oral.
up 37 shots to get 33.
Jalen Brunson stinks. I be telling you, and I have the nerve to compare him to Melo, man. What the?
He still don't got a moment yet.
Carmelo?
Yeah,
Who?
he wants to take everything out of context when he said that. You want to give the full context? to what the conversation was?
What?
You said it said he was better than Melo. I said
I didn't say you. I'm talking about the public, not
the
you.
all the conversation. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
the
talking about
conversation
you.
that we had a few weeks back or months back, whatever, is in terms of like who's had a better tenure so far with the Knicks. And Carmelo was there
You
longer.
didn't hear the question. Does that even make sense to you, Chris?
That question?
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's been on the Knicks for 5 minutes. How the fuck can you?
No,
How?
it's been a few years.
It's been a few years.
What
and
few
there was-
years?
Like,
And there
it's
was
been like
and-
4,
and-
right?
And,
It hasn't been no damn 4
and of
years.
Carmelo's,
Hasn't been
and
4
of-
years?
And of Carmelo's time frame, yeah, it's been what 3, 4 years now. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. It hasn't been 4 years. No.
It's been 3.
He ran through his contract already?
Hold on, this is the third year.
Mm.
It's
I was
the
about to
third
say,
year.
yeah.
okay
This is
then.
30 year.
All right,
He didn't
then.
run
That
through
ain't
his contract
shit.
already.
We didn't do nothing. He didn't score 10,000 points in the Knicks uniform
And,
yet.
and I didn't say
The fuck
that.
you
And I
talking
didn't
about?
say I was choosing Jalen.
I know,
I'm
not
just saying
you.
that
Not
there
you,
is a
not you.
conversation.
There's
It
not
was
a
also
conver-
said
there is
that-
no
Because
conversation.
outside of 2 or 3 years where the Knicks were competitive, there was a good stint of that time he was there where they were not.
We're not
He-
talking.
Melo
We're
was-
talking
It was
about
it was
the
also said,
player.
it
I
was
know,
also
player.
said
They-
it was
like,
also said
the
that
production
Fuck the
was
team,
he's
the
done more
player.
for the Knicks.
Huh?
Brunson has done more.
How?
That was said.
By making the playoffs?
I said we were saying more was done or like bigger moment.
Nah, more was done. Like more was done. Jalen Brunson. That was said.
Yeah, 'cause
That
they-
We
doesn't
could
make
roll it
sense.
back. That was said.
Yeah, it doesn't make
And then we talked about moments. Like he got, I don't know.
Jalen
I
Brunson
was
got
trying to figure out
moments.
which
Melo
moments he got.
definitely has better moments, but Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
Knicks teams
I
are
don't,
going
I don't think
further.
we're that. I don't think we're that.
We're not
far off
talking
because-
about.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
Melo has
that's
better
true.
moments.
That's true.
Right,
But that's
right,
true.
But I don't think we're that far off because the moments, and granted, good moments, but we got the 2 shots on Easter against the Bulls, and then we got 61 against the Hornets. I don't hear any playoff games. I didn't hear any playoff games. That shit fucking matters.
Hey,
We're gonna talk
I'm not
about
the
regular
nigga that's
season
going to
games
advocate for
and
Melo.
shit.
But
Cooking
can you
the first
name a
2 years.
Jalen Brunson playoff moment though?
I mean, last year, what was the semifinals? He played good all first round and second round. last year.
Everybody plays good, bro. But he not doing he not making the kids want to do nothing, bro. Stop it. How is he a better Nick than that? Makes no sense.
If the what making the kids want to do is just this, great, because it ain't gonna lead. It doesn't lead to nothing, bro. I love Melo and I hate having this conversation, but it didn't lead to nothing. Who cares?
So
He got his ass, he was a favorite seed and got his ass spanked by the Pacers.
But he's a superstar.
Oh, so the
Jalen
Pacers
Brunson
was
is not
weak
a
that year.
superstar.
We're not now. You're making it a.
That's what it
full-time
is.
Pacers
No,
was
that's
weak.
what it is.
Huh?
Pacers was weak that year.
No,
It was garbage.
but the Knicks was better. Are we not? They not get upset? The Knicks were the better team. No,
They had Jeremy Lin,
no,
they
that-
had-
Amari and Carmelo,
Felton.
Felton, right? They still
Yeah.
playing decent. I mean, they had a better team.
fat body.
I'll
fella.
take them Pacers if they had.
Yeah, that
It
Melo
was
shit-
Hibbert. It was Hibbert, Granger,
Yeah,
Paul
Hibbert-
George.
Hibbert was like
Yeah.
the best big in
I
the
don't think
league.
Granger was
George
playing.
Hill.
Damn near.
Granger
Nah,
wasn't there.
Granger was there like one
Might-
year.
yeah,
Paul
that was
George
it.
like
Yeah.
emerging.
Yeah.
Right.
And he had
He was
that.
out quick. Maybe that was his last year, but I don't
And
think
then
it was
LeBron.
Oh, was
LeBron-
it?
His
It was
last-
C.J. Miles then.
Yeah. It was.
And
was
Lance.
Was that
That was
Lance.
before.
that might have been prior to CJ.
Yeah.
Who played point? Was it Jeff Teague?
No, George Hill.
George Hill.
George Hill. What?
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was
After
solid.
after Bron kept pulling.
See, like George Hill and Raymond Felton. Like,
What
what are we talking about?
Thank you. What are we talking about?
It might be a wash. I don't know. I'm
It's
not
a
really-
wash.
Yeah.
It's a wash.
Yeah.
They talking about that series was up in the air. That shit was up in the air. Pacers was fake nice.
But yeah, the Knicks
No,
are
they
tired
were
right
nice,
now.
But I don't know. We're talking all this stuff with the Knicks and Carmelo. And it's like, yeah, 2
It-
years.
Sidebar. Tibbs got to let it go.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, he got to stop playing them niggas so much, right?
No.
Are you saying
No, his hair.
everything?
His
No,
hair,
no,
his
I'm
hair?
talking about his hair.
Oh, that shit not gone?
He got
What
three
he
pieces.
got?
He got.
He
three
got
pieces
the
left.
one little island right here. He got the ball spot, and then he got the
How
sides.
many islands he got?
Maybe 2, but he got the drop top.
Let me
Nah,
see.
he got the. I'm saying he got the sunroof. He got the moonroof. It should go back far.
Yeah.
I don't think I get my pick with
Or
that.
Penner.
I'm
or
going
whatever the fuck you call it.
Knicks and 7.
Knicks and 7. Get the fuck out of there, bro. Knicks ain't beating the.
I really
Pacers.
like the way K's playing, man. I
Playing
really,
fantastic.
I really
They
do
don't-
think he's a mismatch.
They don't have an answer for him.
Because if you put OG on him, who's guarding Tobias?
Everyone is a mismatch, bro.
Nah, the island
Tobias,
is crazy.
Tobias been going crazy.
He got to get off this.
Huh?
The island is crazy.
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
talking about
it's
Bro,
Yeah,
Tibbs.
that's
it's
like
bad.
That's your ass, son.
that's like Hawaii. Like
And then when it get to like third quarter, fourth quarter, the nigga be sweating. It should be like slick down and shit.
Liver spot shining, boy.
He gotta get that going. Oh,
Did you give a pick for Pistons next? By the way, I'm sorry if you did or not.
Oh, yeah, we started. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'll say Knicks and 6. If it goes to 7, the Knicks are losing because they're already so
Yo,
tired.
before this pod ends,
But-
I'm exposing Chris' last name.
That's,
I'm
What's
give you
up?
one more strike. One more
I like the
strike.
Pistons. They're just young.
that's it.
That's all.
And it's also and this is not a Cade thing because Cade played amazing last night.
right.
Thank God for Dennis Schroeder because
yo, love him,
thank God for Dennis
Love him.
Schroeder. Where would the Pistons have been last night without Dennis Schroeder?
love him.
Cade played. That was Cade's game for sure. But when the moments mattered late, and granted he's young, and they sold out to guard Cade and put multiple bodies on him. If it was not for Dennis Schroeder last night, they lose that game because he hit big shot after big shot, big play after big play. And then when the Knicks finally caught up after the Pistons tried to hold them off and they tied the game, it was hit with 54 seconds left where he hit the 3.
He was strapping up too.
And he hit the big shot. And after he hit that, I'm like, okay, I think they got it. Because, like, I think the Knicks put all that in to get to the comeback. And then the crowd's going crazy and everybody's defense. And then he hits that shot. It's like, damn. I think that was a deflating.
Schroeder been proven over the past
He's been
over the
in these
past
moments too. So I think
over the
it was a
past
big-
year.
It was a big pickup for him, which was really weird with a team like Miami who had him in the midst of that trade with the Miami deal. And we're
Yeah.
like, nah, let's get rid of him. Like, you had no use for Dennis Schroeder.
Crazy.
I
What
mean,
you
no
were
use
saying
for
about him
Dennis
earlier though?
huh?
What you were saying about Schroeder earlier?
Oh, the hair transplant. Yeah, he did a good job.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he got
He
one.
did a good job,
Yeah.
You think so?
bro. Go look at the Atlanta shit, bro.
We're gonna what's it called? We're gonna
His
we-
corners were
another-
finished.
We're gonna talk about NBA awards, but we're gonna speed round it. So you're just gonna tell me who you think should win the award.
That's
Ready?
fine. You going award by award each?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'll-
bet.
I'm not gonna make it in any particular order, just how I have it on this.
That's
page. MVP. We have the finalists are Giannis, Shea, and Jokic.
SGA.
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 For the MVP?
Yeah.
MVP.
This is his barber, bro. Come on.
No,
Yeah,
It was his barber.
his corners were finished, bro.
No.
What'd you say?
SGA.
SGA. It's gonna be SGA. I think there should be a conversation, but that's a whole different conversation. What does MVP mean? All this blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Jokic just as deserving of it. When Shea doesn't play, the team is still great. When Jokic is off the court, that team is ass. So like that shit matters, but it's gonna be Shea.
Yeah, we gotta keep on.
Defensive Player of the Year: Dyson Daniels, Draymond, Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
I do like Dyson Daniels though, and I hope he could continue into next year.
I don't remember what the number was, but he led the league in steals and deflections, and stocks and deflections, and it was like by a record margin.
He was like 5.
Oh, and I like I want to give a shout out to the dude on the Trailblazers.
Oh,
Tosani or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Cabo or whatever. He's I like him.
He's tough. He played really well this year. I'd go Mobley. Rookie of the Year: Stephon Castles, Zachary Risache, and Jalen Wells.
Stephon Castle.
I say Castle.
Big Castle.
Guy.
Yeah.
UConn.
6th Man of the Year: Malik Beasley, Ty Jerome, Pritchard. We already know that Pritchard won it. Would it have been your choice?
Yeah. Yes. Who's you going?
Beasley's shooting 79% from the field.
That's fine.
From 3.
That's cool.
That's cool. See, yeah.
Pritchard got the most threes NBA history.
Beasley got bitched by Giannis the other day.
No, he didn't. Don't do that.
He did.
No, he didn't. Don't do that.
Nah, Kay said, I didn't even know he talked like that.
Pritchard won it. I think he was leader in that. Coach of the Year already was decided as well. Kenny Atkinson won it. But it was him, Bickerstaff, and Ime Udoka.
Wait, when did they announce that?
Wait, for real?
That was the first one that got announced.
Today?
Kenny,
4 days ago.
I didn't see that.
Kenny, for real?
Kenny won it, yeah.
I mean,
what's up though? No, he's right though. That press conference he had where Bickerstaff was like, "Yo, I know I don't get the respect, and I know but like I'm not going for that. Like I'm gonna stand up for my players. That's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. JB Bickerstaff deserved that because they're not gonna talk about. I mean, you a Cavs fan, you can talk about it.
What about it?
You know what he did for y'all?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I told him going into the season. I
know you did, but I'm just saying.
Because you don't have to give me a look, because I told him what he would do for the team, and they did it the first year. I'm not surprised. Now, the amount of wins was
he deserved that.
Dope.
He deserved that.
How did he not get that?
he deserved it.
He deserved it. And then I can't lie though.
It's just like there's an argument for both.
Yeah, time will tell though if he could get over that hump though, because he did get Cavs to a place, but then he plateaued.
I don't know if you heard my point. I think I've said it with you. You've been in the room for it, but my thing was I thought he was like. Initially, he didn't love the Bickerstaff hiring. And I told him it was a good hiring because Bickerstaff, what he did with Cleveland early on, because he was with for 5 years. He was one of the longer tenured coaches.
Yeah.
Outside of the bigger names,
which
whatever.
Is crazy.
Exactly, right? But where he did a really good job with a young team and mentoring them and building them up. My thing with JB even through middle of last year, I knew it was chips for him at the end of the season, was that at this point so far as a coach, he has a ceiling. Now, that's not to say that he can't take that ceiling off at some point, whatever. Yeah. But at this point, he has a ceiling. I don't think he can get guys over the hump. Yeah. And I know it's a huge comparison, and I hate making it because people are like, you're saying this, saying that. The comparison I made was it was a young team, and he taught them how to play, like got their discipline down, got them playing defense, which was Mark Jackson with the Warriors. Then you bring in the offensive level guy like Steve Kerr, whatever like that, takes the win total over the top, takes the offense over the top. The offense exploded. This was a middle-of-the-pack offense last year. Ended up finishing, second overall? And when a team wins 64 games and you're first in the conference, it's hard not to give it to that guy. Usually that happens when it's that big of a jump. But for the Pistons thing, they ended up being triple their win total? Fantastic.
That's nuts, bro. Come on.
It's fantastic. The argument could have been made for both.
With basically the same team. But basically the same team. They did add some vets, some shooters, whatever.
Kind of like
but like that's the same team.
With the Kenny thing, it's like, okay, it was the same team, and it's like, okay, he took that up a notch. You know what I mean? And Bickerstaff,
same team.
But what notch though? Because there's shitbag mafia at the bottom of the barrel.
Absolutely.
Playoff team.
But to be fair to the Pistons and to you as a Pistons fan, that team with the guys that they had last year, yes, they added some talent like Malik Beasley's and such. The team was better than what their record was last year. But Cade missed a bunch of time and a bunch of other guys missed time. And they shut it down early. I'm not saying they were going to be a great team last year. I don't think they were. They could have had a ceiling where they could have got to 30 wins last year. But they didn't have that because of the injuries. And they shut down the team early. They were like, listen, what are we playing for? Let's tank this. That's why. Again, they still had a huge jump in wins. I get that, but like there's context. There's context to it.
But if they were competing early, they would have just went for it.
If what?
If they were
fair,
actually.
But I'm saying like they still could have been a team that played hard throughout the end, whatever, and got to like that 30.
Yeah,
34
you could build
wins.
throughout the
Play-
season.
play-
Like, where you
playing-
start the
build-
season at isn't necessarily
playing
where
is
you
failure.
end.
Because even last year, in comparison, they ended up finishing much better. But the Magic started the season last year, 5-20 or something like that, and they were the 5th seed in the East. I know the East is weaker, but they finished with a winning record. Like, it is possible, and they chose a different way to handle their process. It is what it is. Most improved player, the options are Cade Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, or Ivica Zubats.
Kid.
I'd say
I'd say
I'd s-
Dyson.
I'm gonna say Cade. The thing is, I don't know if he improved. Not to say he didn't improve. I think he did, but to say most improved, I think he was just already nice.
Yeah, that's what I was about
I
to
think
say.
he
I
was
can't give
already
it to
nice.
Cade 'cause
The
he's
thing is, where
already
it's like, I
nice.
see what you're saying, but with Dyson, did he improve really on offense? No. The defense is great. All he was, though, was a guy that was thrown in. He went from being a guy just thrown into a trade, who cares about this guy, to a guy that could win Defensive Player of the Year and was a huge factor for them. So that's great. But I think only in Cade.
Yeah, I do think you have to take the leadership into
That's a good point.
consideration too, because
Yeah.
Cade last year it was like, oh, okay, like you're hooping, and now it's like, nah, like bro, you got to take it somewhere, bro.
Mhm.
Like you got to do that.
Yeah.
And he did it, and
Fine.
is doing it.
Finally, we have Clutch Player of the Year, Jalen Brunson, Ant, and Jokic.
Yeah,
And although there's a lot of things that go into this, the guy that's actually leading for clutch points on the season isn't even in this, and that's Garland. Which is, what's the point of calling clutch if it's not for scoring in the clutch? But
he had to
whatever.
put Garland in there, right?
Whatever. That if that's not the main stat that matters in clutch performance, is scoring in said clutch, which is the whole point of it, then I don't know what kind of conversation we're having. But they're gonna give it to Jalen. Whatever.
He crash out dummy basketball.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna say Jalen.
I'm gonna go Ant just because he don't need an award.
Ant was my pick,
No,
but
Ant
like,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson doesn't need an award.
Those are the main ones. Also, this is like unofficial stuff. I don't know if you guys saw it today. The players, they do like a player poll for like what they believe. Tyrese Halliburton, voted by the players, was voted as the most overrated player in the NBA. Thoughts?
That's what's up.
I would say he didn't take the leap. Like,
Yeah.
he started last season off really good. Maybe the season before that, he ended really well. And then there was like another level
He's been
I
tailing
feel
off
like
ever
we're supposed to
since.
see from him, and we just ain't see it. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
All these dudes in the league is sneaky though.
Moving on, and it's become a story the last few days, and I know you want to get your shit off on this. Shannon Sharpe. Audio was leaked today.
Audio was leaked.
Audio was leaked of a phone call. Not a lot of context other than
Oh, I was like
kind of
yeah,
bickering
I
a
see,
little bit
yeah.
back and forth. And then
Yeah.
the thing that he had said to her was like, if you say it again, whatever she was saying, if you say it again, next time I'm going to see you, I'm going to choke you. And that was the big part that came from his part of that conversation. It was
I
like
didn't hear it. Did you
it's
hear
like
it?
yeah, he says it. Yeah.
How did he say it though?
I'll pull it up if I can find it. But
Yeah, because if he
I-
said it was a sexual thing, whatever, because he could have said it like you know,
their conversation wasn't sexual. This conversation, it was like a fight. This wasn't a sexual conversation. They were
Yeah, I
having.
gotta hear it though. I gotta hear
Yeah,
it because they did say it was doctored or whatever a little bit, so I just gotta hear it.
I don't.
But I'm not gonna
been
say
in the
I'm not
news
gonna
too
Huh?
much, man.
What happened?
He been in the news too much. Let's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just don't like. The only thing I wanted to say was like I just
Are you ready?
yeah.
Okay, it's 43 seconds.
You gonna play it?
Should I?
No.
Why not?
The fuck is this guy doing, bro?
What's the problem?
This is going on YouTube.
And
What you mean, and
we don't get money for this.
so?
What's the matter? They ain't
Alright,
gonna take it
go ahead,
down.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Let me see, let me see.
They ain't gonna take it down.
So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you.
Yeah, she.
And then there's a
quiet.
bunch of dead space after.
No, it's definitely edited. You can.
How
you can
old
hear
is
it.
she?
It's definitely not.
Yeah, I was
That's,
about to say
that's not the full. That's not the full conversation.
I don't think. No, I don't know. Definitely. I mean, it's only
No.
43 seconds. Not the full conversation. It's just a part of the
No,
conversation.
but that
It's not great.
But that did sound like he was angry though.
Yeah, it was, that was it. I heard his statement and a lot of the stuff from the lawyers that a lot of their stuff was found sexual. Or
Is she-
believed to be
she's white,
sexual,
right?
but yeah,
That's what the
she's
fuck he
only-
get. You see what I'm
OnlyFans
saying?
girl.
Look,
Look.
Actually, She I don't know if she's fully white. She is white, but I don't know if she's like Hispanic or anything. But yeah, so she's the OnlyFans girl too.
See, you can't be preaching all that discipline bullshit and look at you. Look at you. You cannot. That's what. See, it had to be something wrong with him, bro. Because it's nobody's perfect like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I walk
Shannon?
in. Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I walk in. Listen, I'm an asshole from sun up to sundown, bro. This guy, man. I never heard the audio. Yeah, that's not.
That was just
that's
that leaked a few hours ago. It was
not
this
good.
afternoon.
I'm not saying he did whatever he's getting accused of, but
Sure.
that's not good.
I'm tripping though.
That's not good.
Yeah. What?
Nah, he just tripping. Like, why? Like,
Yeah.
we just hearing too much about you right now. That's never good.
Nah,
like,
that's never good. Yeah.
When people hear about your name, it should be like, oh, he doing this, he doing that, he doing that. It shouldn't be like, yo, he got beef with this girl, he doing this. His live was on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't be hearing
You know
all
what's
this
more?
about you.
I don't. It's so specific. I don't know if it even correlates, but it's just funny how like he's been on TV for a while. He was on Fox, and we didn't really hear anything
He's on CBS
Nothing.
too.
from here for years. He's now on ESPN, Disney's thing, where it's all PG, kid oriented, whatever like that. And he's finding himself more and more. And granted, like the live thing, whatever. He didn't technically do anything wrong. It's just not a great look. It's just not a great look.
No, he did something wrong. He did something wrong. You didn't hear all that growling in there? He was wilding.
You don't be growling?
He was growling it.
You don't be growling it?
I think he should have stuck with Michelle. Maybe this would have.
Yeah.
No, but this is why.
It sounded like they had a good thing.
Nah,
going.
but this is why
It sounded
this
like
happened.
they really knew each other.
Nah, she
Yeah.
was no. I think he was dealing with both of the girls, so she got tight. I think when that shit came
Yeah,
out.
because
I mean, he's probably dealing with a few.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember exactly when the live thing happened? Because this stuff is coming from
Yeah,
August.
Chris, go to your
This is
camera roll.
coming
You
from
gotta say
August
it,
of
bro.
last
Wait,
year.
excuse me.
This is coming
Go
from
to-
August of last year. This
Go to your
situation.
go
It's
to your
just coming
camera roll,
right now.
Chris. You don't got it.
Wait,
in there?
that might be around the same time.
It might be around the same time.
Yeah,
Right?
I
About
feel like
8
that was
months ago?
fall. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was earlier. I don't know. But yeah. Shannon
Yeah,
Sharpe,
we
any more
gotta-
thoughts on
yeah.
Shannon?
Nah.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, we
gotta lay off them tight shirts.
Yeah, that one fit. And he did this. Nah.
You guys want to do your fives?
Yeah, let's do it.
So you want to? Who wants? You guys are.
We gotta make it quick. Come
Where
on.
we heard the origination of it. What is the fives that we did?
So, basically, in college, me and Chris went to St. John's together, and we used to play 2K a lot.
Yeah.
And we felt like, there were certain people that needed a little bit more love, needed a bit more respect. And I really do feel like it stemmed from Alan Crabb. If you played 2K
You said Alan Crabb?
16?
Alan Crabb.
Yeah.
2K16,
Got a
yeah.
max deal.
17.
17?
Yeah.
That time.
Whichever year that CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and Alan Crabb were on the same team on the Portland Trailblazers,
That feels about right.
Alan
That's
Crabb
16.
was the best 73 I have ever played with in my life. I promise you there's been games where I put up 45, 50 with him. And I always used to say, like, a superstar only need 12 shots in 2K.
Yeah.
So, like, literally it'd be like Dame 12, CJ 12, and then Alan Crabb like 20, like shots. So, like, yeah, so Alan Crabb was just so special in that game. Like, I remember I
At
always
73.
every time I loaded up, I'm like, yo, he my five. Like, he in my five. And then it kind of just birthed from that. And
Well, we got to shout out Kick Genius.
Oh yeah, got to shout out Kick
Yeah,
Genius
because
as well,
they came up with the 5, but that was like
that was
our
our
iteration.
Our
of
iteration
it.
of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because Trey was he had a 5. He called it was Book, Bi, and somebody else
Yeah,
like
Kelly.
early. He called them early.
Got it.
like they was like rookies, and he was like, nah,
So
they in my 5.
So explain the rules of what we did.
Okay, so you have a 1 through 5 with a 6-man. It has to be 25 years old and younger. No all-star, and off the court matters. So that's females, clothes, trouble, and then on court matters. So that's play, awards, whatever, team success, and then you kind of just gauge it right there. And then you make a little group chat, pop your shit. When your dudes do well, and then if your dudes do bad, that's when everybody else get to gang up on you and put hands and feet on you.
Now, and you guys have done this in other chats. You said, right?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
guys more active about it in those chats than we were in this, or not at all?
No, they're
Used
frauds.
to be, well, like me
I'm
and
sorry.
Ralph
We
go back
no,
and
I was
forth.
bad about it this year.
No. They're bad about it too.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
frauds.
But
Me and him be on it.
Yeah, we've been active
I want
about
to
it
be
since
better
we
about
did
it
it.
next
So
year. You guys will.
I mean, like y'all was just getting y'all feet wet with it, but next year we gotta be.
So
I will say though, one of the times our other chat was the most active. One of our mans had Primo and Giddy on the same team.
that year they were active.
That year they were active.
Yeah.
So
that was.
I'm
was
gonna run
a good
through
one.
everybody's teams real quick. If I'm wrong on any of these or something was changed after the fact, I screenshot it. You let me know. Ghost's team was Wemby.
Objection.
Had Wemby.
Continue.
He's telling me we got to go faster in his objection. Wemby, Jabari Smith, Keegan Murray,
Ew, I did that.
Isaac Okoro, Cade Cunningham,
Ew.
and Asor Thompson.
Isaac Okoro, I picked.
You sure did?
Yeah, that's a
And-
nasty pick.
I remember this. We drafted, right? And I thought it was going to be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nah, he drafted all
You guys
five.
just did all 5 at
Yeah,
once.
that's what we
So
did.
he willingly picked Isaac Okoro as one of his 5.
Yeah.
Not Asor Thompson as his 5, who we ended up putting as a 6th man. But yeah.
Wait, are you sure? Hold on.
It's right here.
And for the
You don't gotta say shit.
and for the record, we do that. We were doing that because like we would pick a winner at the end of the year, so the winner got the chance to pick the premier team, and it really was
Yeah.
about. It's really about like trying to find a gem. Like that's the essence of it.
And that's the
so
essence, yeah.
so
Which is fun.
We
Yeah,
did
I
have a
like
year where the dude was being weird, and he had Zion and Luca, and he was being weird.
It's like you're being
So we had to nerf him a little bit. We had to nerf him.
That's
a little
smart. Yeah.
But,
Next, Chris, tell me if I'm wrong on any of these. Jaden Ivey, Nemhard, Dalton Connect, Jordan Walsh,
This shit was stinky too.
Donovan Clingan, and Rob Dillington.
Yeah, I swapped out
What's
Connect
stinky?
for Champagny, which is probably a bad move.
Champagne?
Hindsight, but that's my St. John's guy.
Got
so.
you. Mine was Kobe White, Jalen Green, Brandon Miller, Chet Holmgren, Alperen Sengun, and Kevin Porter Jr. And then the final one, Ralph, tell me where I'm wrong. Tyler Kolek, Bob Carrington, Jalen Johnson, Khalil Ware,
Stinky.
Ariel Huckporty. You told me you did switch this one out.
Yeah, I switched him for
Jordan Hawkins, sorry.
Oh, Jordan
Jordan
Hawkins.
and
yeah.
Reed Shepard.
Even worse.
So of those teams, who had the best?
yeah.
team?
Y'all
Me.
let us know. Y'all let us know.
Y'all let us know. Do you
What
guys-
was yours again?
Mine?
I think he won, but that
Who?
no you.
Me?
Yeah.
Kobe White, Jalen Green, Brandon Miller, Chet, Alperen Sengun, and Kevin Porter.
What was Brandon Miller on this year?
He
He was good before he got
He
hurt.
got, yeah, he was,
Yeah, but that's
He
like-
picked Kevin Porter after he put hands and feet on her.
Oh boy, yeah, I did. That was not great. Was
Ooh.
it?
But like we can't
But
hold.
that's not this year,
we
though.
can't-
That's
yeah,
not
we
this
can't
year.
hold that
That's
against
not
him.
this
Yeah,
year.
It wasn't this
That's
year. It
not
wasn't
this
this
year.
Yeah, so I would say.
Speaking of that, when that Jalen Green video came out,
Yeah, wait, he had Jalen.
Was that last year?
Or was that
last year?
Sheed? I think that was Sheed.
somebody else
No, it
had
was
Jalen
AP.
Green.
It was
there.
AP.
Was it Jalen's last year though? That video
it-
came out last year.
Yeah.
I said don't count either.
No, but I'm saying that one of our other bands had Jalen Green when
Ah.
that video came out.
He was just a
Brother.
repeat offender with his
Yeah.
That's not
vibes.
great. That's not great.
That's what's up.
We talked about it before. I think you talked a little bit about. Maybe you haven't been on with us. I know we wanted to have the conversation with you. We're gonna talk. I know it's been a little bit NFL free agency. Reason being is because the draft is this week. All we're doing for free agency is we're gonna talk about your own team real quick, what you guys did, and then what you're looking for in the draft. We're both Pats fans, so
Right.
I can kind of be quick. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
shit,
go.
what the fuck did we do?
We signed Bosa, Joey.
Do you,
I mean,
I have you by the way, in case
I
you wanna
like-
look at it.
I like what we did with that. That's cool.
fucked up, man. Nah, fuck this guy. But go ahead. Keep
We let
going.
go.
Massive prepare, right? Y'all saw it in the group chat. That was in the group chat. Y'all saw it.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
We let go.
We
we
good.
let go of Vaughn. We re-signed Benford. We re-signed Bernard.
Yep.
We re-signed. We had one more re-sign. Oh, Shakir.
Mhm.
We picked up Josh Palmer.
Mhm.
DeMar Hamlin plays football for the Bills for some reason.
He is risen.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, so see, Brandon trying to hold in the laugh, but he know he want to laugh.
And did you see that tweet though?
Nah, I didn't see it. Nah,
I didn't see it. What is it?
DeMar Hamlin tweeted like on Easter, Resurrection Sunday. He said he has risen.
Oh,
They was quote tweeting it talking about game no game,
Oh
takes
my
one and no
God.
one.
Oh,
Like it was getting him. It was pretty funny.
But yeah, I mean, I like what we did a little bit. I
Blessed be to
really,
God.
I never really worry about the receiving room. I really like Shakir, and I feel like he makes our team dynamic, and Josh likes guys like that.
Yeah.
Dalton had a bit of a slump in his sophomore year.
Mm.
He should do a little bit. Dawson's been a little injury prone, whatever. But Cook,
is amazing. I think he's one of the best backs in the league.
Mhm.
I think our absolute number one thing that we need to do for draft is corner. Like, if I don't know how many picks we got, I think we might have like 9. I think I
Mhm.
checked that. I want to draft a corner every single time.
Yeah,
One of them,
make it
one of
easy
them,
on
one
Oh,
of them,
so one's got to hit.
one of them motherfuckers got to hit.
Yeah.
One of them motherfuckers like got to hit, bro. We traded away Kyrie, and it was like, for me, it was like, oh, nice, 2 seasons too late. Kyrie got drafted in the first round. We put him out there. He couldn't play 1. He couldn't play 2.
No, I'm good.
He couldn't play nickel. He couldn't play dime. What's up?
It's like your boy. It's like Isaiah Simmons.
That's what I'm saying. We don't got no. You're
player.
6'4". You run a 3-3, and we don't got nowhere to put you.
You stink.
You
That's
stink.
why, man.
You stink.
Suck.
Sorry. So
Unless
corner.
you moved off of it, it's 10 picks.
10.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, I knew we doubled up in, I think, 1 or 2 rounds that I was thinking of, but
Your first round pick is number 30 overall.
it's so
Is
sad.
there a player
sad.
specifically you would like?
None of the corners that I'm familiar with
Okay.
are gonna fall there. So I can't give you a real answer, but I think they were looking at some guy. I want to say Bama or maybe Florida State or something. I don't know. It was some guy towards the end of I was like, all right, I guess. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Outside of the 20, I get a little shaky.
A rumored name is Maxwell Harrison from Kentucky.
Stinky.
Kentucky. Yeah, see, but like,
What if the kid's
I'm
nasty?
just kidding.
but like, but at the same time though, you went to Kentucky.
He's probably yeah.
He probably
went
is
to
stinky. Yeah, he
Kentucky.
probably is stinky. Well, SEC's cool though.
But my thing is not
He's
for that.
played against some talent.
Not
though.
for, not
Another
for that
option.
position, though.
Another
Not for that
option is
position.
corner from Mississippi, Trey Amos.
He sucks. He sucks.
I'm just looking at. I looked through a few mock drafts.
But
to see
hear
what
me
people
out
were
though.
saying.
And I know this is probably like biased or whatever. Like
Sure.
when you hear certain schools, you like okay,
Yeah.
and then you hear the position, you like all right.
Yeah, like
Like
this,
certain schools, it
like
don't
this
matter what the
schools, they
position.
put out linebackers.
Like if
This
you
school
get
gets
like
wide
if you
receivers.
that's what I'm
This
saying. You get an
school-
offensive lineman from Alabama, solid. You get a linebacker from
Right.
Penn
You
State.
get a nigga from
solid.
Wisconsin. Okay, I
Solid.
say that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you
If I'm drafting a corner from
East
Tulane,
Carolina State.
come
whatever.
on, what are
watch
we
that kid be
doing?
lock up.
Huh?
Watch him be lock up.
Listen,
never
if
know.
he is,
How tall
more
is
power
he?
to him.
Yo, hot
Um,
take. What's his name?
5'11" for Maxwell Harrison.
Travis Hunter is gonna be terrible in the NFL.
Yeah.
Butt booty terrible. Especially if he tries to play both sides. They
You
gonna
think
put-
on offense though?
Huh?
On offense?
You
or
ever
just
seen him run a
saying-
route?
It looks like they're leaning him offense with some packages on defense.
This is crazy.
Because even at
he's
the
a,
combine,
he's a better corner.
I don't think he did any defense.
He's a way better corner than receiver. I don't know what he's talking about, and he should not try to play both sides.
I don't even know if it's a him thing. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying
Yeah.
it seems like it's a lot of the scouting people are pushing for receiver over corner with him.
Yeah.
I think they just raises.
That's crazy. Yeah, that too.
They just want him to be a receiver.
Yeah, that's nuts.
You know.
But yeah, you good?
Yeah. No, I think we did okay for the offseason. But draft we have to hammer home corner.
Yeah,
DBs.
that's crazy. Falcons didn't do shit again. Re-signed a bunch of bums. No, let me stop. Leonard Floyd, I don't know why the fuck he's back in the Falcons uniform. I have no idea why. He hasn't touched a quarterback in 17 years, and all of a sudden he's gonna learn how to do it now. Whatever. Diablo.
Is he?
I like that sign.
Isn't he
I will
30
say for
he's like
Floyd,
37, right?
I will say
Huh?
for Floyd,
I don't know.
take it with how you leave it. There's a stat that says he has at least 8.5 sacks in each of the past 5 years.
That's not good. All right, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you, fans. 8 sacks is not good. All right, you have 18 games. 18 of them.
Especially if they're not platooning. If you play
That's
that
what I'm
many
saying,
snaps,
bro. You sacked the quarterback 8 times in 17. You stink.
Because if I'm looking at the Bills line, AJ Epinesa had like 6.5,
Yeah, come on, bro.
and
That's
he's
bad,
getting
bro.
limited
Yeah,
snaps.
And Floyd signed a
my
one-year deal
friends-
for $10 million.
Yeah, that's terrible. My friends said, 10 sacks is great, you know what I mean? So I guess, this guy's pretty good, but he sucks. We cut him for a reason.
He's back now.
Yeah, I don't know why. But Diablo, he's going to cause some havoc.
like that.
He's
Like
going to
that
cause some
pickup.
havoc. But I think we just need to shore up the offensive line a little bit. And we need another interior lineman because, we let go of.
You like Penix?
Do I like Penix? No, I don't like Penix.
Some
I
of the
don't- I
Falcons'
don't,
needs
yeah.
are
You say
edge.
you don't?
No.
Some of the Falcons' needs are edge, D tackle, and center.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Some options
Pretty
at
much.
said pick. Hold on.
'Cause we
One
could-
is James Pierce, edge out of Tennessee.
James Pierce is good.
And
Yeah.
another one
Let me
is
see
Mike
this. Let me see what
Green.
his neck look like.
His neck. Here's
Yo.
you want to see his.
He trying to see if he got one of them HGH necks.
Yeah. If the shoulder
Nah,
pads
it's
are
little. I don't need it.
Okay, I have another guy. For you.
Little.
Hold on.
Yeah.
the shoulder pads look little, he
There
Yeah.
is Mike Green, edge
see.
out of Marshall.
Look
You
at
see what I'm
that
saying?
neck right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, but at the same time,
Yeah.
no, like not looking at him. Edge out of Marshall.
Huh?
I knew you were gonna.
Not looking at him. Edge out of Marshall.
He's starving.
He
He's
hungry?
starving.
He
You
hungry.
know what I'm saying? So yeah.
He is, yeah, he
You know
hungry,
what I
he
mean?
hungry.
I hear you.
feel
I
me?
hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
you put him in Atlanta, he might
Yeah.
feed his hunger with the wrong shit.
He might.
off
That's true.
bat.
He might.
Yeah.
He
Like, is
might.
he really gonna go to Atlanta and be locked in?
I
He at
don't know.
Magic City every night.
Every
Man.
night. I'll be at Magic City every night too.
Any more thoughts on your Falcons?
Falcons, they suck. They're fucking it up again. We're gonna be out of the playoffs for 8 straight years now.
You don't think you
so,
have a chance at the division?
to be honest, I don't know. I don't know because these moves are kind of scaring me because I have no idea. Like, Kirk Cousins should have never played week 1. That's number 1. And
Do you think he
Penix-
plays again for them, or it's
No,
over?
they're gonna try to trade him. No, for what? Yeah, because they already said they like Penix, dumbass. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't fucking know. Man, he sucks too. He didn't do shit. He threw for 125 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and he's the greatest thing in the world. He
It's,
looks-
I think it's
looks way
it's,
better
it's a
than-
lot of the
fuck
hype
outta
of how that ended. With granted, still
ended what? And 2, we needed 3. We needed what? 1 win. We couldn't get none of them with him. So what did he do?
I agree. I was just gonna say
Oh.
the stats wise because you said the 100.
Oh
for
yeah,
whatever,
he didn't
whatever.
do shit.
He had that game against the Panthers last game of the year where he went off. He had a huge game. But outside
What
of
what
that,
huge game did he have?
I'll pull it up right now.
Give it to me. Yeah, I know he didn't have a better huge game than Kirk Cousins when he had 500 yards and 6 touchdowns.
I know.
I'll tell you that.
Hold on, let me see if I can
Penix
find it.
dumbass, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Been wearing the do-rag for 8 years straight.
Yo,
No hair.
I was about to say, I don't know what's underneath there.
Nothing.
Yo, you know who does that too?
There's not a wave underneath his
You
shit.
know who does that too? Marcus
LeBron.
Stroman.
Huh?
I didn't know
You
Marcus
said
Stroman was bald till
LeBron.
this year, bro.
Who?
Marcus Stroman.
Who the fuck is that?
The pitcher, baseball. I didn't know he was bald till this year, bro.
Bald Eagle?
Yeah,
Or sunroof?
He's so bald, he got a head tap.
That's what's up.
And he wear a do-rag.
He got the Dominican joint, the
Oh, yeah.
The
He
shadow.
had, he had thrown for 312 and 2 tutties.
3 times and suck my dick, but I ain't shit, bro. I don't hear that.
I mean, it's better than one.
Guess what?
Touchdown
But guess what? Did we win? No.
Absolutely not.
All right.
But we're talking about a rookie that didn't play the whole year until the very end.
He
so
should have
I mean,
never
it
played.
shouldn't matter.
He should still not be playing, but you know, whatever. I don't make the rules.
So
Another
that's
disappointment.
it.
Look at Jermaine Johnson, man. Jermaine Johnson, right? Right? We sit right there. Why not pick him? Right? No, we don't pick him. Now look.
New England for us had a bunch of holes on all sides of the ball.
Still do.
They filled up a bunch of. Well, I think the defense is pretty solidified now.
Who?
They added Harold Landry, Robert Spillane, Carlton Davis, Milton Williams.
I do not know not one fucking person he just
You know
named just
Carlton
now.
Davis. He just
Yeah,
want
you
to
know
chip.
Carlton
do that.
Davis.
He just want to chip.
Carlton Davis who?
You tweaking?
I'm not tweaking. No. Who the fuck?
Carlton
No way you don't know
Davis,
Harold
corner?
Landry too.
Huh?
Carlton Davis, the corner.
He's
Played
wanna
with the.
chip.
It was with the Lions. No.
He was just with the
No,
Lions.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. No, yeah, he was
And
on
Milton
the Lions.
Williams was with the.
Eagles.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Milton won the chip.
What the fuck that is, bro?
Big, no, you should see his neck. Normal.
For real?
Big motherfucker.
That might get you going.
Might.
Big motherfucker.
Wow.
Harold Landry. You know Harold Landry, no?
Nah, bro.
No
the
way.
Raiders.
You an edge rush nigga.
He's a vet. He's a
I'm
vet.
the one though. That's what I'm saying. I don't be, you know what I mean?
You're not looking at niggas under you.
Spillane.
Nah.
No,
They added limited help on offense. Morgan Moses.
Sounds good. Morgan Moses sounds tough.
Tackle.
Chips.
I seen a
tackle
picture of
for-
him the other day. He's looking all right.
Looking
Seen the
alright,
stance. So
But I mean, he played for the Jets, and they didn't love him, and they wanted him gone. So I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about it. The name, in terms of name wise, of bringing somebody in, they brought in Diggs off a torn ACL. Now, to be fair to Diggs, I don't know if, and granted, they're off-season videos, whatever. The knee looks fine. The knee looks fine if there is any concern. You, as the resident Bills fan, former.
Chris, no. I dealt with him for. Listen, I absolutely love Stephon Diggs. There's
No,
no
you
hate.
don't. Hey,
it feels
Stephon
like
Di-
it's going in a different direction.
Stephon Diggs does everything in the offseasons besides working out, but then he post that one little video get niggas going.
Nah, but you can't say that this year, though.
Yo, bullshit.
You can't say that this year.
He's posted a lot of
Bullshit.
videos.
He's been in the lab.
He's been in the lab because of
he
an
hurt, that's why.
injury. Because of an injury.
Maybe that's what he needed.
Yo,
needed
That's
something
what
to
he
humble
needed to
him.
lock in.
yo, it's so sad. Yo,
He
literally.
got his ASICs out the way.
Yo, yo, it's so sad.
He ready to be in the lab now.
Stephon Diggs, like I love him so much. When he was with the Bills, I promise you, I wish it might not be still up. It might not be still up, but
Oh, snap. That been out for a while?
no.
I just happened. Okay.
Yeah, that might.
We got to wrap anyways. So.
We're almost there.
Yo, telling you, Diggs will post everything in the offseason, and then maybe a month before the season,
Yeah, he posted
one
it.
workout video.
Yeah,
I'm
catch
like,
him
yo,
up.
it's like clockwork. That's how you knew the season was about to start.
Mhm.
He posted that.
Now,
So
dude's productive.
listen, Diggs is one of the better receivers in the league.
You was about to shit on him though.
What?
You was
I
about
just
to
don't know
shit
how
on
it's gonna work. How it's gonna
What?
look. He is getting older, and
When
that's
did I
that's a
shit on
big injury.
him. No, I said
Yeah.
you were about
I mean,
to.
we got to see
Wait.
how
No,
he
you're
look
about to.
full speed.
I'm
Yeah.
not about to shit on. I'm just gonna. What I was gonna say was, I don't know if he's still a Pro Bowler, if he's healthy, but if he's close to it, that's a win.
Right.
If he's anything better than what New England's receiving core last year,
You said if
That's crazy.
he is.
Name a corner that could guard him 1-on-1.
Stephon
I don't
Gilmore.
know. I'd like to see him off an ACL. I'd like
Christian
to see it.
Gonzalez.
That's not a fair assessment to like to see how he plays off an ACL
No.
I think that's fair.
because this guy thinks ACLs don't mean jack because he could be good in a week.
I ain't gonna lie. He's still gonna be able to cut up. It's just
That's what I'm
how
saying.
much he's gonna be able to. Cut
I'm
up.
only saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm only saying no because every receiver that you had since Randy Moss is ass.
Right.
That's
So
why.
can I get? I didn't even get to finish my sentence
Yeah, go ahead.
because you had no idea what my sentence was.
You're
about to
right.
go.
That's true. My
I
bad,
said
you're right.
if he's better than every other receiver, which he should be, because the
Oh,
bar
I did
for,
hear that.
because the
That's why I
bar
said there's no
because the
if.
bar for our receiving core was in hell.
Yeah,
Then it's going to be a plus no matter what.
but
he
there,
gives
that's what I'm
us.
saying. But there's no if.
Why you even put the if though? Put the
That's what
win.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not if.
Because what I'm scared about is he looks great with these offseason clips, right? Now everybody's like, oh, the 3-year deal, this and that. Like if you really look into the contract, you know how they give us the contracts, and it's like
Yeah.
we don't really know what the contract details are until like a couple
Yeah.
of days, weeks
Oh,
later,
shit.
whatever like that. What really the contract is that it's
He's
3
hourly.
years, whatever like that. It's really a 1-year deal.
Mhm.
And if he does, and he looks like Stephon Diggs, then he'll be with us next year. But if it's, would I be surprised with? I know Bill's not there, but would I be surprised with the way this organization's been over years? Is if he comes out the gate and he's 60% of himself, and then all of a sudden we're game 5 and he's getting cut. Would I be surprised by that? No, I wouldn't. Would I agree with that? No. Would I be surprised with the track record this organization's had for years? No, I would not be surprised.
I
by
would be
that.
surprised if they did that.
I wouldn't be. It's a 1-year deal, and would I be surprised if he got through the year, finished with 700 yards?
They
and were
kept
like,
Juju for
"Peace out"?
17 years. They're not going to do that.
Who
to
kept
Stephon
Juju for
Diggs.
17 years?
The Patriots. They kept him
Chill,
for
Juju
21
Smith?
chill.
Yeah, they kept. No, I know. I'm just saying.
He was gone in like 30 seconds.
No, that's not true. He wasn't gone in 5 games.
Nah.
They're
Nigga,
not
'cause
gonna
nobody
cut
would take
Stephon-
him. Like,
They tried to trade him. That's the only
yeah, they
reason.
tried to trade him.
But I'm saying they're not gonna cut Stephon after 5 joints. No way.
No, I'm just saying in regards to, so it would be a season. If he didn't look like, if he was just at 700 yards or something like that, I don't know if they would bring him back.
Well, I mean, you guys.
And that's still better than whatever they got.
Yeah,
But that's just
but
like,
I think-
the guy's, what is, how old is he now? Like he's
31.
31, you know, I just don't, it's still a torn ACL. That shit matters.
Drake
Like,
made a one.
No, he's not.
I really love Drake. But it's 1 year and he played
Yeah.
okay.
He stinks.
Would you
Drake-
rather
I
have
like
Drake May or
Drake
Michael
May.
Penix?
Say it again.
Would you rather have Drake May or Michael Penix?
Michael Penix.
Yeah, you're
No,
drunk. You're
no,
so
come
drunk.
on.
You're so drunk, dude.
You dead ass?
Get out of here. You just did all that shit talking about Michael Penix?
We just traded Michael
Get the
Penix.
fuck out of here.
Oh, come on, come on.
We just traded that nigga away, bro. For Drake.
Nah, Joe Milton might have a little more fucking
He
swag.
might be better than Penix.
Nah, Penix is better. But
No, all jokes, we don't know what Joe Milton might
we
be.
don't know. But to be fair,
They
that-
played the same game at
to,
the end of the
to
season.
be fair, to be
Joe
to
Milton,
be,
that
Milton
old
played-
boy that was in
Milton
Tennessee.
played what 5 years in college.
Milton, that Malik.
Was a backup for a
He's
while.
old, yeah.
Only was really good his last year in college. Like he had times where he was
Wait,
a
wait,
starting
wait.
quarterback
So-
in college and he lost his job. So I would still go.
But
So,
they both
well,
are strong
time out.
arm
Yeah,
niggas.
saying
Drake May, and it's not close. Don't do this.
You're saying
it's
Drake-
not close. It's not close. It is not close. It is Drake May by a landslide. If Atlanta could
What
trade,
did
their-
he
if-
do
if-
to hold on, time out? What he played? What? How many games he played? 7 games? 8 games?
I know, and it was
Yeah, something like that.
And,
I
he's-
was-
and he played that great.
You don't think that what's it called? If
Oh
Atlanta was,
my
you don't
God.
think if they called up right now and they said we could do a 1-for-1, Atlanta's not taking that call?
No.
I think so.
No, they're not taking that call.
They're not taking
No.
that fucking call.
They sending that
No.
deal
Yeah,
back to.
I know you might not
Foxborough.
fully agree with where we are as Patriots fans, but if it was a 1-for-1, Atlanta's not taking that call.
If Drake May is willing, if the Falcons is willing to say Penix over Kirk, they're not making
They're not
that
going
call.
to say over Drake. That's what I'm saying.
They're not making that
Penix-
call.
Penix is
Kirk
playing.
looked
Yo,
bad.
They-
Chris,
Click.
you really think that Drake May is that good?
Yeah, I think he's good. I think Drake May is tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What does he do? I love that question
He
because
just-
what does he do?
He's tough.
Very mobile,
Mobile.
very accurate.
Can get off
Better arm
platform.
than Penix.
He does
Yeah,
not have a better arm than
accurate.
Penix. You're out of your fucking mind. You does
Okay,
not-
I don't know
you're
if he has a
out of your
better arm than
fucking
Penix.
mind.
That's all Penix got.
I'm not saying
a
that.
do-rag.
I'm
I
just saying-
kept hearing he's got the arm, he's got the arm, he's got the arm. I don't know.
You don't see it,
I
right?
thought
He got
the
a
arm
noodle.
But the arm is
I
there.
thought the
Drake
arm-
May's arm is there.
I thought the arm strength. I'm not saying he doesn't have an arm.
Drake
but I
May's
thought
not
the
that
arm strength
accurate
for
too,
Penix.
so I don't know where
He's
that
more
came
athletic.
from.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't say athletic. I said accurate.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
is.
Yeah, he's more accurate.
They've both played 5 minutes in the NFL. Can we see what's going on here? Like Drake
Nah,
May
nah,
hasn't.
come
He has
on.
not done anything.
That's
to
not the same.
I'm not
5
So
saying
hold on,
minutes,
tell
though.
me.
Is that? Thank you. It's
No,
not the
I'm
same
not saying
five
that, but I'm saying he really
It's early.
hasn't. Of course, it's early, but I'm saying he hasn't done anything to wow anybody. What are we talking about here?
I'll show you
I
some
think
plays.
he's made
I'll
some
show you
great
some plays.
plays. Yeah.
I'll show you some plays.
I think
Wow.
Drake May made a lot of great plays.
Daniel
last
Jones made
season.
great plays too.
Give a fuck about
You
that.
said Daniel. No,
He's made great plays too. What are we
Not
talking?
this season.
Yo, what are we
Oh,
talking about?
you mean when he
here,
was
bro?
running for 80 yards and he almost scored a touchdown? He tripped over
Daniel
himself.
Jones is a
Yeah,
running back.
He good.
What are we? What are
Drake
we
May's not a
talking
running
about
back.
here?
Come
man?
on.
Like, what-
He's
am I
running
watching
back.
a different?
Running
Am I,
back?
Yeah.
am I
You are.
watching?
McCaffrey.
You are.
Like
Who?
that.
You are. You said, am I watching something different? You are.
I'm because
Drake May
I
over
don't
Michael
understand.
Penix.
I don't understand how people are so quick to hype a player up that hasn't done anything in the NFL. It's weird to me.
I mean, like you
I'm
saying.
hyping him
it's
up over the
weird.
guy you're
But like, think
comparing
about the
him to.
receivers he's playing with.
You just said he's way better than that. That's crazy.
I do think so, yeah.
I think he's better.
Wow.
I think he's better than Penix right now. Penix can still
not
develop.
better
Right
than-
now, tomorrow, next
They-
year,
right now,
10
they
years
both
from now,
stink.
when they're both 80, it's Drake May.
They're both rookies at
Oh
the end of
my
the day. Neither of them niggas is Jaden Daniels, but
No.
I think Drake May is good.
Now for Jaden's situation, and I do think he's better.
Yeah.
They put Jaden in a way more competitive situation than either Atlanta did for Penix or New England did for Drake May.
Yeah, and he thrives. So
And he
it's like
thrives.
Okay,
So it's nice.
so is this upcoming offensive team enough to say Drake May has enough to showcase something?
once they draft
Let's see what they
Abdul,
draft.
and then we trade Abdul for AJ Brown. Yeah,
That's what's up.
I don't think Abdul sadly falls to us.
I pray he does every night. Every night.
That's what's up.
Well, my time is up.
I think the offense is on both sides. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Offensive what?
No, I was gonna say that the offense on Atlanta side, they have more weapons.
Brandon, I would have fucking burned this place down if you tried to say your offense better than us. I would have
I
burned
didn't
this
say
shit
that.
down. I know. I'm saying if you did, I would
I
have.
just
Nah.
said I started
Drake
the whole
London is
conversation.
tough.
I started the whole conversation.
I know, I'm just saying,
I
I'm
started the whole
saying.
conversation
I know
about how
I
much
missed
they
it.
didn't have.
I missed it. But
That's it.
Drake May sucks. Stop it. Anyways,
My last question,
Yeah.
because we can still get one question off. They'll be all right.
Oh, big dog. Whoa.
Hypothetical here. 7-game series.
Yeah.
Since the MVP hasn't officially been announced yet, Shea or Jokic. Jokic will already be in this. Shea doesn't count, whatever. Just due to it hasn't been announced yet. The last 5 MVPs from each conference. A team in the East would be LeBron, Embiid, Giannis, Iverson, and Derrick Rose. Iverson is saying something. Look how long it's been for MVPs in the East. And then the West, Steph, Harden, Westbrook, KD, and Jokic, who's winning that 5-on-5.
Oh shit.
It's all in the notes that everybody has. with
Well,
the,
say the
it's
East
It's in
again.
the outline. Do you have your?
Yeah,
what's it
let
called?
me see.
The East is Braun, Embiid, Giannis, Iverson, and Derrick Rose. The West is Steph, Harden, Westbrook, KD, and
We
Jokic.
going west. They gotta get it out the net. We running.
Yeah, they do gotta get out
We
there.
running. And we sagging off D Rose and
This is-
fucking-
Clearly,
Shagging off
clearly
the
this
net.
is a
What?
conversation of these guys in their primes when
Hell
they
yeah.
won that
At the-
award.
When they won
so
the
yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Hey,
Westpac in the paint.
And some of these guys won multiple MVPs, so choose their best year, whatever. you feel
Nigga,
best.
Westbrook MVP year, you have to step to the 3-point line. It's not this year.
No, yeah.
That's a
Nah,
tough.
we
That's a
get
tough
it out the
out, but
net.
I mean,
We getting it out the net.
No, I think I still think the East got it though.
I'm going west, man.
I'm going West.
What?
KD, yeah, I probably go West too. Yeah.
What? They gotta get out there.
The
What?
thing is, the West just can't defend nothing.
They scored
gonna score
160
They don't have a
points.
single
Yeah.
defender.
They're gonna score.
I'm
20
not saying I
points.
wouldn't pick the West. I think it's. I don't know if it's a clear-cut answer either way. I think this is a fucking matchup.
Steph, yeah, but Steph by himself. If you down by 20, that's not enough.
Because I mean, there's no shot blocking on the
That's
West,
not
and you
enough.
got there's no shot blocking on the West, and you got LeBron, Giannis, and D Rose going.
What you need the shot
downhill.
block
You have
for?
Kevin Durant and Steph Curry on the same, and James Harden on the same
And
court
Harden.
in the MVP.
I know- Oh, so you're going West.
Yeah, I'm going West.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need a shot block. Let him run to the rim. Go get
Yeah,
that
go
two.
get it.
Yeah, they going.
You're shooting 5-pointers on the
That's
other
fair.
end.
There's not a lot of threes on this
You're
side. There's a lot
shooting
of threes on the other end.
5-pointers on the
Yeah.
other side, bro.
Like
But-
the only real mismatch is Embiid to
Yeah,
KD.
they're-
Bro, even Iverson not
But it's
shooting
like
threes.
he could get
Nah,
that
he
too.
not.
Yeah, nah.
Like I'm not sagging,
And
but
then
like,
cross into a mid.
he only Iverson only
They playing
shoot.
good defense though. Outside of Iverson.
Yeah, but Iverson
They
only
playing good
Iverson
defense.
shoot them
They're playing good
shits
nah,
when he.
defense.
Iverson
Yeah.
play good defense off ball.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but-
that's I mean, that's
Iverson probably guard Steph.
And none of those team, guys on the other
Is he
end.
running that much though?
No, that's what I'm saying.
He'll
Nah.
run. You're not gonna be
Who?
able to put no
Iverson?
hand up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to put a
He
hand
gotta
up,
get
but
through them
he running.
screens. Like,
I mean, Derrick Rose
rap.
could do. Prime Rose could run around.
yeah, but I probably put D Rose on.
Oh,
Nah,
oh,
but then
that's
you got AI on Harden. This barbecue chicken.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Thank you, boys.
Sign us off.
I'll be back soon.
Sign us off.
Great to
Drink
have me back.
water,
Shout
eat
out to the
fruit,
guys.
eat honey, get to the money.
Damn straight. We love y'all. Till next week. Peace out.
Peace.